7 months ago.
7 months ago?
7 months ago.
That was the last time we did this?
Yeah, January.
I know we say it often, but you'd think we'd get together more in the spring and summer because the weather's...
We just get busy.
I think we just get busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I like your shirt, Alex. It's a cool LA Smith shirt.
Thanks. So how was the music festival? I don't think I've talked to you about
Dude,
it.
yeah, I've seen like I've been to 3 different concerts. 3 different things. Oh, let me get the music set up. It was really good though. I mean, I showed you a little bit of like Weezer and stuff, and I think I showed you some of the videos.
Okay, I couldn't remember if that was you or Andy who did that.
It was at some sort of family event, I remember, but
Yeah.
it was good. I mean, it was like super sick. I mean, seeing Weezer live was awesome. Seeing Beach House was super cool.
Yeah, to see like
I know.
4 or 5 of my favorite bands.
I know. It was super cool.
There's probably some that you didn't see that I would have loved to see.
Probably.
Did you see Yola Tango?
I did, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Were they good?
Yeah, they were good. I liked them. I liked Future Islands. Bo was telling me about that. They were really good.
He's a very passionate performer, isn't he?
Yeah, he probably had the best stage presence. On the whole show, I feel like, other than George Clinton, of course, he was kind of insane. And then he brought out TV Girl. He brought the singer out,
Nice.
TV Girl out, which was kind of cool.
Nice. I think they've like because they came out with a collab, didn't they?
Yeah,
This year?
they've collabed before.
We got the 4 Horsemen. Here.
Whoa.
Brick
Holy.
House, My Father, Arturo Fuente, and Patel.
Wow.
So I will let you guys, and since Dom isn't here, you guys technically have 1 extra pick. You know?
Loser.
Have an extra option.
Wow.
Because obviously I would let him pick first since he's black.
Sorry, that wasn't funny.
I always smoke these, so I'm thinking I might just do something.
Change it up. How long has it been since you've done a My Father?
I think I smoked one in Florida 2 years ago. So I went to that little cigar shop there. That was actually Clearwater, not Largo, but it's like a little coffee shop, and they had a humidor, and they had similar stuff that they have here, but they had a bunch of others that were different. I might try that if that's all right.
Yeah. Do I go with the name I recognize, or do I go with the new one? Can I do this?
Are you gonna do it? Yeah.
Okay.
I think you should.
These are cool. That
I might go for the edge on this one. I haven't done a Maduro.
it's gonna edge out.
Yeah, it's going to edge out. Yeah, I might do that. Oh. Yeah, no. So yeah, not just Kilby, but me and my dad went to go see Incubus, which was
That's
super,
right. You had
super
fun?
cool.
Yeah, it was a great concert.
Cool.
Yeah.
And the venue was, I think,
It was really good.
Where was it?
easily half of the enjoyment was the venue.
Yeah, Utah, like First Credit Union Amphitheater. It was like Los Colombes, but like way better.
Terrible name.
It's a horrible name.
Yeah, First Credit Union Amphitheater. All right.
First credit. How we doing tonight?
Yes, yeah. Too much debt. We got too much credit card debt.
Ooh, V-cut. I haven't done a V-cut in a while.
Yeah, it was.
But I mean, I think the Red Rock show was the best, which was the other one we're looking at. But it was just the date was kind of weird. It was on a Thursday, and like we got way better seats with the same price, you know, there, and it was awesome. I mean, we were like, they didn't have a pit, but they had seats that were in the pit, and we were like really close.
You need a.
I would think about it.
Yeah, and then the venue itself, the parking was good. Getting into the facility was easy, like security and all that. And they had tons of just the built-out infrastructure. They had a bunch of merch booths ready to go.
No, I don't have my ashtray out. I left it outside.
Well, there's.
What's it?
I thought there was 3 out here. Was there not 3 ashtrays?
Oh, I think you took one in and washed it.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, they had a lot of merch booths. It was all, built out, ready to go. Then they had a bunch of, drinks, kiosks.
I still have this in my.
Oh, yeah, do you?
Yeah.
And so that made it nice because if you wanted to go, which they had like some good non-alcoholic beers, but getting merch, they had like, each merch booth was like probably 12 registers wide. So you just walk right up and buy something. You didn't have to stay in a long line.
That's cool.
Just really well thought out. It's kind of on the edge of town, so it wasn't right in the middle of the busy part of Salt Lake. And yeah, I was impressed.
Nice.
5 stars. I'd go again.
Yeah, it was an epic show too. I mean, Paris Jackson was there again, which was kind of funny. Mm-hmm. I don't. She just because the first time we went
Can't
in.
seem to escape her, can you?
Yeah, which was kind of funny because we were actually walking around after we got the merch. We saw this like lady, and we're like she was kind of dressed up, and I guess like she had an outfit on, and I was like, okay, like me and Dad were like maybe like 5 feet away from her, and I was like, yeah, it's a concert, of course people are gonna dress up. Well, that was just Paris Jackson just hanging out and just like out there, and I was like,
I almost rubbed elbows with her as I walked past.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
she seems like, well thought out outfit, but it's just like single gal just standing there, so I'm not going to stop and like strike up a conversation.
Yeah.
So we just kept walking, and then later I'm like, oh,
that was her.
She was just standing there by herself, hanging out.
It was kind of funny. But she was like one of the openers, and then Manchester Orchestra was the other one, which they were pretty cool. I didn't really know anything about them, but they did pretty good.
Yeah, his vocals didn't really fit him.
Yeah.
Not what you expect to come out of his mouth, but
There are some musicians like that, aren't there? Where it's like you either like hear their music, like usually you hear their music, and then like you then see the singer.
yeah.
The song "Lazy Eye."
Oh, yeah.
Silver Sun Pickups. I was like, that voice is coming out of that guy.
Some female artists like that too that have like their conversational voice is like high and mousy and squeaky, but then they sing and it's like leathery. It's like, wow, what's
the disconnect? Yeah.
Which I've always like. People have more like flexibility with like the way that they can sing than they might realize.
Yeah.
It's just all about like developing your inflection because like there's some like when I remember being like stunned that Dire Straits was an English band.
Oh, yeah.
That is kind of weird. Yeah.
Because like you hear that and you're like, that just sounds like something that you listen to like
Money ain't from nothing.
out in the pasture,
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, they're from England.
Yeah.
That is weird. Yeah.
And you hear like Mark Knopfler, that's his name, right? Like speak, and it's like, whoa.
It's always the English. I feel like vocalists that are like,
Unless they're from like Manchester,
yeah,
or Liverpool, and it's like, all right, you sound English.
like
You can't cover that up.
No,
I guess like I think Imogen Heap, she's English, which I'm like I can kind of see, but I was like I never thought that originally. Like she sounds like I don't know. Oh, what's he doing?
hope that I think I have working refilled lighters now, so I'm not just aping off other people.
My hockey puck, sometimes it feels good, sometimes I don't know what the deal is, but it's like hit or miss. I think it's full.
This?
Yeah.
Alright.
He does that. He just puts his arms over the edge and just kind of sits there. I don't know how that's comfortable, but I guess he likes it.
It's such a weird cat.
But yeah, no, the concert was amazing. I mean, they played the entirety of Morning Dew, which was splendid.
Longest set I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was
from
almost
a band.
2 hours. It was really long because they played the 12 or 13 songs off of Morning Dew, and then they played like 6 more after that.
Wow.
Yeah, they played a ton of stuff, and they did. It was great. I mean, they did a cover of Glory Box, which is super cool, and then they sang like the intro to, or they sang like the chorus of Umbrella.
Cut it go.
Oh, I'm gonna put it. I have it over here actually. They sang the intro of Umbrella by Rihanna, and that went into their Under the Umbrella song, the intro, and it was a really cool transition. I'll have to show you, but it was.
I like when bands do that.
Yeah.
Like throwing in like stuff by other people to like as like an intro or outro to their songs,
Yeah.
What I don't like is when bands decide that like we're gonna play our hits, but we're gonna do it in like our new Unplugged special way, and like you can't sing along to it because like the timing's weird and they're taking a lot of liberties and
They change it up too much where it's like, okay, this is the song, but it's not the song that I like though. It's not
Right.
the version I like.
like I think for most concert goers, it's like I just want to hear the song that I've heard on the album,
Yeah.
which I know is probably boring. But
Yeah, that's an interesting conversation, I think, or like thing to think about, because like when I watch like clips on YouTube of songs performed live, like Coldplay, for example, God Put a Smile Upon Your Face, they have like a completely different, like calmer intro to it that does the first like verse and a half or something, and then there's this like rocky climax that just like accelerates and then boom goes into the riff. And so it's like they've found ways to like shift it around. They do Yellow like much more, like during the Viva tour they were playing Yellow much rockier,
Yeah.
like more distorted guitar, which like is cool to see on YouTube, but
Yeah.
like you might want to,
Like when you're there
it's
live,
like I
you're
want to
like,
see Chris Martin, you know, make me swoon, and then
Yes.
cut to astronaut CEO with but yeah, that's an interesting thought.
Yeah.
It's like, as a band, do you just like keep delivering the same old hits and tire yourself out, or do you change it up but at the risk of like,
almost like you're doing a cover of your own song.
right?
yeah.
It's like, you know, those bands like U2 and like when REM was active, it's like touring for like 30 years, 40
gosh.
years.
You guys
It's like,
get so tired of playing the same thing.
I saw a clip once of like Frank Sinatra performing something live, and he seemed a little like exasperated as he was singing, and someone in the audience like commented on it or whatever, and he was like, if you had to sing the same songs for years, you'd get tired of them too. I was like, ooh. But then there's other artists who are like, we just love to play the same thing every time. Then you have like the jam bands, you know, like I don't know, Grateful Dead are disbanded, right? They're not still playing, are they?
Probably not.
I don't know how long they lasted, but like there's other bands now that are like, you know, hard rock kind of jam bands where it's like you go to see them and you're expecting like the bass of a song, but then like, oh, let's see what 13 minutes solo we have mixed in there.
Exactly.
So that like at least keeps things fresh for bands like that. But
And like Metallica, you're gonna expect to have like some variation, like you said, some different intros and surprising intros, and I think for the most part that's all great. But like when they just really change the tempo of how they're delivering the chorus and the verse, and it's like not on the same timing you're used to, and that can almost be a little jarring or interesting depending on what you like, right?
I feel like that's kind of rare, though. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
So I feel like that's
watching
kind of a bold thing to be like, we're going to play this song, but in a completely different way and not play it the normal way at all.
I was watching an Unplugged session. I can't remember who it was now. It was a couple days ago, and it was just the timing was weird, and I'm like, it was like your brain was like struggling with it. And they were almost like they were trying to get too creative with it. It was just like, I'm going to play this song on an acoustic, which that's fine. You can, take a complex song and play it on acoustic, but then just the vocals were really, it just didn't seem to match. But
It's a very subtle art to do an acoustic set, which is why the ones that are considered the best are the ones where like they stripped it back really nicely.
Yep.
Obviously Nirvana, like those songs work very well as like rock guitar and like intimate acoustic guitar too, because they weren't just like pure like punk songs. They had like some like vulnerability in the lyrics, and like some of the storytelling he would do with like Polly and things like that. I think you get some mileage out of like slowing it down completely. And also I love the cello. On tracks like Dumb.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like
yes. It's like,
which I think the cello is on the studio album,
I think it is.
done, right? But
Yeah.
they had the cellist for a few of the tracks on the Unplugged. I know REM did a couple of them. I haven't watched them yet. But there's another one. Oh, Alice in Chains,
Oh yeah,
which I've only
that Unplugged is really good.
watched Nutshell, so I don't actually know
Watched
all the tracks on there. But the Nutshell performance, like that acoustic bass sound, crazy.
I saw a clip of the Unplugged with Stone Temple Pilots, and then they did Big Empty, and it was that first time that they actually ever played it. For people, like, it wasn't out or anything. Like, this was like, hey, it's a new song I'm going to play. It's called Big Empty. You know, I think nobody's ever heard it, so it was really cool that they played that live.
We did the that band Meat Puppets. Nirvana did like those two or three songs with.
I think so. I think it was Meat Puppets.
Yeah, it was like Plateau. Another one, I don't know, I forget, but.
And then there's, I don't know if this is an MTV Unplugged, but there's that legendary video of Adam Sandler, Incubus, Deftones, POD, singing Drive Far Away.
That is
a
the fact that exists is a little baffling.
Yeah,
to
it's a
me.
crazy video, because like every time I'm like, hold on now, we got Adam Sandler, Incubus,
Yeah.
Deftones, and POD. Like what is going on here?
How did
Like
all these stars align?
Yeah.
Mainly Adam Sandler. Like, what is that all about?
I bet he's the one that wanted to get them all together.
So just throw Jack Black in there too.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that'd be something I feel like Jack Black would do.
Yeah, it'd be more Jack Black than Adam Sandler, I would think. But
Yeah. No, Jack Black would be like.
for
he'd
Johnny
be,
Depp, he seems to like
Yeah.
just randomly appear on stage with Eddie Vedder and others. Like what?
Yeah. Or Keanu Reeves.
I was about to say,
literally.
Keanu Reeves
Yes,
has his
he
own
does.
band too.
Yeah.
I think he plays the bass, right?
I think he does, which is I think that's perfect. I feel like he's totally a bassist.
It's good. And then like the guys from Stranger Things, like Joe Keery
Oh, yeah.
and Finn Wolfhard will like show up at each other's shows,
That's cool.
Huh.
which is weird to see. Like, oh, there's Mike and
Yeah.
and Steve from Stranger Things just playing together on,
That is
on
wild.
stage. But
Yeah, I guess he performed. The guy that played Steve, he played at the Lollapalooza.
he's going to be in the Pavement biopic.
Really?
Yeah, I
That's-
think he plays Stephen Hawking.
That's actually super cool.
Yeah.
That's actually super sick. But no, he was playing at the Lollapalooza in Chicago, which is kind of funny because a lot of people are saying like it was kind of crazy because his most popular song was him leaving Chicago to like I think it was like right before he was in Stranger Things, so it was like right before like his life kind of changed and got that really big acting.
Oh, he was doing music before.
I think he was just like singing about that time before.
Oh, I see. That's what the song's about.
Yes, he probably could have been writing some stuff, but it was about that. So then him performing it in Chicago was kind of cool. It was like how far he's come, you know, and stuff.
That one of the guys plays drums. Will's older brother. I don't remember his name.
It's like Jonathan, but I don't know the actor's name though.
Yeah, he plays drums in something. But
When's that new season coming out, right?
It's
Halloween?
it's the end of this year.
comes out in like 3 parts though, right?
Yeah, so it's gonna be crazy. I'm probably actually gonna rewatch the show because this is like the finale, and I have like a love-hate relationship with Stranger Things, but more love than hate because it's just kind of like definitely by the end I feel like with like a season 4 it was like kind of felt like a Marvel movie. There's just way too many characters. There's a lot going on. It's very actiony.
I agree.
But it's also like it is fun to watch. I think it's still a good show, you know. And definitely like the first 2 seasons were like really good. That's why
I feel like it just got like there was a little bit of bloat in the middle.
I agree. I think they just started adding way too many
I
characters.
think season 3 didn't add a whole lot to the show.
I don't think it didn't really do anything.
No.
Yeah, because
It added some new characters because that was the mall season, right?
Mhm.
It just added some new characters, killed one off.
and the Russians are the bad guys now instead of the U.S. government, you know. But then it's like it didn't. I feel like it didn't really progress the story yet anyway. And then season 4 was like the whole stuff with Vecna, and that was a little bit more interesting. I mean, they were in the Upside Down, so it was like there was some cooler parts there, but yeah.
I liked all that. I could have done without the like long distance drama.
Yeah, the stuff when they were in the California storyline, I wasn't really interested in. It was like
Also, like, I feel like it's become kind of like an Ouroboros of itself, like the snake that is eating its tail, where it's like it's it was paying homage to 80s stuff,
Right.
Yeah.
and now it's like almost like paying homage to itself.
Yes.
It's like in a weird echo chamber of like 80s nostalgia that's like a feedback loop, and I'm like, this is a little much sometimes.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah,
I had one moment in the show. It was like the first moment of the whole show where I was like, this is kind of bad. This is actually kind of really bad. And that was when when the girlfriend was making what's his face sing the song. Was it the Neverending Story?
Oh, Neverending Story one.
I was like, where are we?
What is going
right now? Like pacing wise, I was like, this show was like a tense thriller with like supernatural mystery elements, and now it's like what are you trying to? You're trying to be every '80s movies at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do like the kind of bringing it back down to that horror level with season 4.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think that was really nice.
Because it's like, yeah, there's like parts of like season 3 and season 4 were like really like, I feel like very like bright and colorful in certain segments, but then it was also like kind of dark and gritty. But like I feel like season 1 and 2 were really good because they were really like kind of like that darker and grittier sense. I mean like,
All the horror parts have been good.
yes,
I like all that.
Yeah.
The monsters are good.
Because I think it's coming out the end of this year, and they're gonna do 3 parts, and
Yeah, is the last one on like New Year's or something?
I think it is. It's like in December. I think they're gonna start maybe late November, maybe. I'm not sure, but
Do you think they're gonna stick the landing?
I don't know. Like it's
They left off on a pretty bold spot.
yeah,
You know?
with Hawkins being just decimated. You know,
Yeah.
I think it's I don't know. Like yeah, there's parts of the show that I really like, and then there's like parts of the show I'm like it does feel kind of weird. Like thinking about Hopper killing a Demogorgon with a sword in a Russian gulag is like I don't know how we got here, but this is cool. I'm here for it. But like in season 2, he was just like, or like season 1, he's just trying to figure out like a disappearance of a kid, you know. But now like
Having
like
one night stands as an alcoholic
Yeah.
chain smoker.
yeah, and now he's literally Conan the Barbarian, you know. And I'm like, but I'm here for it though. I'm here for it. Like I'm not complaining. It's just like how did we get to this
Hey,
point?
that's fair. That's
You know.
fair.
So,
I asked Steven if he wanted to ask anything.
Oh, yeah, we haven't had any Steven questions for
Yeah,
Steven.
they're very profound. The first one is like a riddle. What was Tigger doing looking in the toilet?
Tigger doing looking in the toilet.
He was searching for poo.
I was going to say something to do with poo.
And then the second one is, why do black socks produce more toe lint than white ones?
Toe length?
Toe lint.
Oh, toe lint.
Yeah.
Actually, that is because we're white or something.
No, that was
That's
just
a
his
legit-
actual
Oh, that's an actual question.
yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Dom would know, but he's not here.
Dom was like, anytime I wear black
Like an
socks, it's
SNL
fine.
skit with Mike Myers. Talk amongst yourselves.
No, I wear black socks for work, and there is like little black spots underneath my toenails. I'm like,
No, I wear black socks every day, and it's a thing. I don't know what it
with the
is.
white socks, I don't have any issues though.
I never wore black socks, so I wouldn't know.
It's a good cigar. How's that one?
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not acrid, and the draw is easy, which
Nice.
is kind of like the bare minimum I ask for.
It's like, please.
Yes.
Just at least start there.
It's got a little bit of spice to it, which I always like.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I wonder how much it was. I've never seen it before.
It's in a sleeve. It's probably in that 12 and under range, if I were to guess. It's kind of been my observation.
Good point, actually.
If
Yeah.
it's a loose cigar, they're usually 15 to 20. There's some in there, like, I really want to try. Maybe it has, like, a killer closing in the next month or so.
Yeah.
I want to just completely venture out, get us some new cigars we've never tried.
Okay.
Like the ones that are, like, wrapped. They look junky. Have you seen
Yeah.
those? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, I've just never ventured into those. But they look interesting.
And I feel like there's also maybe a few brands that we know of,
Yeah.
but don't venture into because it kind of hovers just above where we're comfortable.
There's a few in, like, the $32 range that look stellar.
There's been some like $17, $18, $20 ones where I'm like, I'd like to.
But, or I could just get a Millennium.
Yeah. Get one that
'Cause I know what I got.
Get what I know that
Yeah.
I can afford.
Riley, what is she doing?
I don't know. I think she's looking for Elfie.
It can't be comfortable. Nah.
Yeah, like sitting on a wood fence. I'm like, how's that comfortable? Cats find a way.
I feel like there's a few of the bigger acid cigars that are in that range that I'd like to try.
Unfortunately, I've tried some of the really cheap ones and kind of got burned a little bit on not great. It's like, ooh, do I want to spend more on the same brand? But I know there's like
gradations. So when Ethan was
the chips.
When Ethan was here, that one year we first started to get into cigars, we were smoking a lot. When we discovered the magic of Brick House, he had got some like tiny little stubby acids. I think they may have been the purple ones, if I remember correctly, and those seemed good.
Okay.
Then again, it's like I was enjoying almost everything I was smoking, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
But they seemed fine from what I remember.
Right. Well, those would be worth trying to get for sure then.
Got those. So ChatGPT is like the dad I never had.
Yeah.
Which, allow me to qualify, I'm using it for a lot of like practical stuff.
Yeah.
Where like I took a photo of my oven and was like, based on the model of what this is, can you tell me like how to make this recipe for simple syrup and what heat setting I should use for the best optimal like heat? And it's like, oh, I need to know, I see that it's this, so I need to know the model number, look down here for it, and I did, and I sent a picture, and it just spit out a thing. It's like, put it at 2 to 3 for the right heat.
Yeah. Based on consumer reviews, you need to crank up the heat 2 more degrees than you'd think, because
it just scrapes all that stuff. And
are you using a premium or the free account?
The free one, which I run into, the limits occasionally, but I run into them faster if I'm like uploading photos.
Yeah.
But like our garage door bracket came off the door, and so we haven't been able to use the garage door except putting it up and down manually. And I was like, I don't really know how to fix this, and so I'm like, I'm just gonna ask, like, is there a good replacement for this? And it's like, so here's the brand of door and the model, and this is what they recommend as like an aftermarket solution, and it avoids this problem that you're having. I'm like, so it's like why I say it's like the dad I never had. It's because like dad was 50 when he had me, and was already tired from raising 7 kids before me, and so like by the time I became an adult or was like into my late teen years, learning the more practical stuff, like he was already old.
Right.
Wow. And so I just didn't get that, like, they were kind of on autopilot a little bit, which I don't, I have grace and patience with them. I don't blame them at all, but there's like...
I think Dad was handy out of necessity.
Yes.
Out of financial needs, but, he wasn't the dad that, like, tinkered and worked on cars and did woodworking and all that.
A little bit here and there, maybe as a hobby. He seemed to, he had a notable garage at the Clifton house, so.
But not the kind of dad that would, even into his like 60s and 70s, would still
continue to do that.
And part of a lot of that wisdom was more just did it because he needed to, because they couldn't afford a handyman, that sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So like going into my adult years, owning the house, I'm like, I don't know how to do half of this stuff.
Yeah, and some of it, like, you'll save a truckload if you can figure it out yourself.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Who do you ask?
Right.
Well, Daddy 2.0.
Yeah. And it's like Haley's dad knows some stuff, but like he works a 9 to 5 still, and like is a pastor full time on top of that. So I'm like, I don't want to bother him too much. So and it's like it's helped me with all kinds of stuff. I was like, I've always thought like I need to be good at making pancakes if I want to be a good dad. It's like that's got to be the one thing. It's like I do have coffee, but like I also want to like be able to make pancakes like occasionally for the kids, and then Haley can have a day off from making breakfast or whatever. And so I asked it. It's like I want a simple recipe, and then like did some modifications, and then like sent it a picture of the Cuisinart griddle we had, and it's like, what temperature should I set this to? And it's like I can get really specific with that stuff.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, so it's been helping expedite a lot of things.
Because you could Google that, and even with Google with some built-in AI, it's still not gonna Because you could ask individual questions, like give me a pancake recipe. It'll give you some.
Yeah.
But then with these tools and this griddle and all that other stuff, that's where AI can really. Yeah, that's cool.
Some other things was like, let's see, figuring out the exact dimensions for like a windscreen sun shield for our cars.
Yeah.
So like I gave it like the exact model and trim, and it's like, what is the dimensions of my windshield and what size should I look for? And I got two that like perfectly fit our windshields.
Nice.
And then, where was it? Oh yeah, so we're doing an insurance claim to fix our roof from all the wind and hail damage.
Yeah.
And they said they had to like send out an adjuster to look at it before we could do anything. And it's like, I don't know what an adjuster is. So
What do I need to know about that?
Yep. So like I ask on here and it tells me, and then I'm like, okay, so what about this? Like, oh, okay, then that. And I even asked it, so like I have an estimate from the roofer. Should I have the adjuster come out and give his estimate first, withholding that information, and kind of pull it out at the last minute, being like, well, my roofer said this.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that can be a useful tactic. And I'm like, cool, I'm learning things. So yeah, just like all kinds of like, it's made a lot of things easier.
Yeah.
I guess now that it's to a point where I'm like, it's just saving me time,
Oh, yeah.
you know, and money, because it's like, if I don't have the time to learn it myself, then I have to pay someone else to do it.
Right.
Because I don't know, and I don't have a whole lot of people in my life who have the time to show me.
And it's like the perfect combination of, you know, you got this language AI that can scour the internet, put it together in a language model that can answer questions in sequence.
Yeah.
You can kind of build into the conversation. And you've got Amazon that has all the things that
Yes.
can be at your house in 2 days. So you don't have to then, all right, so what aisle at Home Depot in which, you know, you could just be like, tell me what I need. I've just found it on Amazon. It's here. Project's done.
Yeah.
It is nice, yeah.
So we have some leaky bathtub faucets that drip, so I'm going to try to get those replaced and
Yeah.
see if that'll help.
Yep.
I might use it to replace our kitchen sink faucet, because that also drips, and the diverter's kind of bad, so pressure is weird.
It'll probably give you literally a step-by-step on that. Yeah, I've done a few of those. It's not too bad if you need help.
Okay.
I'm available, but those are so plug and play anymore, which is nice.
Yeah.
If you've got like an old house where you've got to like put in a
Those
new key
90s.
trap and new modifications, then that's outside my wheelhouse. But
Right.
if it's just a swap out, yeah, those can be pretty simple. That's cool.
Yeah. I just wanted to bring that up. Be like, if you ever have moments in life
Yeah.
where it's like, I just want to get this done and not rely on like a professional, then like consider like asking it, or like sending it a picture and asking and being
Yeah.
like, what can I do? And it might help you.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what applications you would have, but like I've been having it help with like some computer stuff. Where it's
Yeah.
like, I want to maybe switch to this part. Will that like conflict with anything else in my
Yeah.
computer? And just saving me a ton of time and getting things done, which is good.
I gave it a really long prompt a couple months ago. Like, you know, I want you to help me find some blind spots in my business where I can increase revenue.
Yeah.
And so it was like a full page prompt.
Wow.
I'm like, hey, so my name's Greg Haitz. I have this wellness center in Grand Junction, Colorado. We're membership-based chiropractic. Here's our fees. This is how many members we have. This is how many members we could probably accommodate and handle. We also do weight loss. I sell some supplements. We do the Zerona weight loss thing. Here's the fees for all of that. Here's what a typical package looks like. All the stuff. And then it's like, oh yeah, that's helpful to have all that information. And it's like, well, it seems like, you know, the lowest hanging fruit is such and such product or service. And it'd probably take the least amount of effort to get the most bang for the buck out of that. So what you might want to consider doing. And I also gave it my website too. And so it crawled my website. It's like, yeah, so maybe create a new page on your website specifically to that one thing, almost like a squeeze page, like a ClickFunnels.
These are nice.
Yeah, they're not bad.
A little bit of pepper.
I'm like, well, it's a Squarespace website. Oh yeah, so that's super simple. Do you want me to give you a step-by-step on how to create a new page?
It'll offer like the
And it
thing
did.
that you want.
It's like go in and click new, then click down to this and then that, and I just followed it step by step, and then it actually gave me like. So in Squarespace, you can do just like text blocks, or you
Yeah.
can do.
My website is Squarespace.
I can't remember what the other option is, but it's kind of more almost HTML based, where you can create. Anyway, so it asked what I want to do. I'm like, well, let's do the latter because I've never done that before. And so it did, and I just copied the code and put it in there. Boop, boop, boop. Built out the whole website in about 30 minutes.
That's what I should do, because I've
That
struggled.
was interesting.
I've struggled with designing my website.
Yeah.
Like, it's been a pain in the butt, and I'm not happy with it.
Ask it to take a look at it and give you recommendations. I mean, I was really
That's a
surprised.
good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, it looks like you don't have any testimonials. Well, I recommend you do this specific type of widget that's in Squarespace, but it isn't what you think you would want to use for testimonials, but it's like a click where it's like a drop down where it opens up. And then there's like a Q&A at the end, and you click like, here's the question, and you tap it, there's like a little plus sign, and then boop, drops down to like answer the questions. Like, it was kind of more of like an interactive component to the website, whereas I would have just done like question, underneath, answer.
Right.
But it recommended this different little, widget thing to do that. It's like, oh, that looks really nice. I mean, to come up with that myself, I probably could have watched hours of Squarespace videos.
Which
Not really
I've
interested.
tried to go on like Squarespace help, and there's just
It's
like,
not great.
I can't find answers to anything I'm trying to do. And half the problem, like, I actually had this with because I took a picture of like one of our outside windows because the screen came off. It was the kids' window.
Yeah.
One of our friends had pushed the screen out.
Oh yeah.
And so I was like, I need to fix this. I need to know what the materials are called, because it's the screen, but it's also the little like black string that goes in the
Right.
ridge to keep it in there. It's like, I don't know what that's called. Can you tell me?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay, this, and it's like, do you want me to like help you find local products at Lowe's or wherever?
Yeah.
But where was I going with that? The website thing. That would be huge, because I have tinkered so long on mine, and I just am not satisfied. Like, all my pricing, it's like it's a hyperlink to a picture file.
Oh yeah.
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 It's like I'd like to be able to just kind of build that information into the page.
Yeah.
And it's like, I just don't know how to do that.
Right.
I follow some like game developer YouTubers, like indie game developers who like have their own YouTube channel, and like some will live stream their like game dev sessions and showing them in like Unity and Blender, making
Yeah.
models and programming and all that. And so the AI conversation has been very prevalent there, not only in like coding but also in art, which most game developers are like, I am vehemently against using AI art.
Ah.
But like they're kind of torn on the coding part,
Yeah.
because like a lot of indie game developers, it's usually just them, and they might like hire a freelancer to like do art or music, but they'll be the ones who are like, I'm making or sourcing like the models, I'm designing the levels,
Yep.
I'm writing the story, and I'm scraping by with the coding too.
Yeah.
And so a lot of them have been like, which there's an AI built right into Visual Studio, which is Microsoft's like coding software. So like you can just ask it something in there, and it will like give you solutions.
That's cool.
So I never thought to apply that to my website, because that's like the one area where I actually do. I mean, I don't code, but like I'm trying to drag and drop widgets and
Yeah.
resize things and like
Right.
just navigate Squarespace's menus, and then like I want to die.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's bad. So I'm definitely gonna do that. I have noticed, just as a tip, I don't know if you've come across this, I find it's better to tell it to take as long as it needs,
Yes.
because it seems to prioritize speed.
Yep.
And when I was like first starting to use it seriously like this, I was getting like just inconsistent results.
Yep.
Like, first thing I was like using it for was like something related to a video game.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need you to like make a map of these 45 rooms in a grid, and I want you to arrange them in a way that makes sense according to these rules.
Yeah.
and like it just kept not doing it. It wouldn't fill out the whole map. It would
Yeah.
put, because it's supposed to be like the rooms have doors, and you can't put doors like to the edge of the map that it's on, the house. And it just kept doing that kind of stuff. And so I was like, okay, take your time to make sure that you're getting this right. And it would take like, over a minute sometimes.
Yeah.
But then it started to get better. And I feel like it's actually like developed that into every chat I have with it now.
Yep.
Where I'll just ask it something and it will be like thinking for a longer answer.
Because it knows you're serious about what you're trying to get done here.
Yeah. It's like, I don't need it right now. I just want it to be good.
Yeah.
So
I
think it over.
I noticed I had to do that too. And I've noticed too with Chat 5.0,
Yeah.
it's checking its work now too, which is interesting. Or it'll spit something out and it's not right.
Sometimes it gives you like two responses. Like, which one do you like more?
Yeah.
Which is always weird because I'm like, why this? Why do you need to know this?
Yeah, and I don't know if that's just part of the language model trying to figure out like what output format you like, because it seems like the format's a little different. One is more like, I'm going to put a bunch of emojis in here. And then the other
loves
is
to
more
do
like
that. It
white
loves to
paper
do
style, It's like,
It can't resist.
it can't resist.
Little green circle for like, this is good.
Yeah. Like, no, I don't need any emojis. Yeah, 5.0 is definitely better. And I did hear that too, that they built that into where it actually checks its work. It's like, builds it out, but then it's like, is this really what they were asking for? Like, it has to like think twice.
Has yours kind of like matched your cadence and vocabulary a little bit?
Yes, but the problem is, Andrew and I are sharing it.
Ah.
So I need to unplug and start my own. We have a premium account, it's like $20 a month.
Yeah.
And it'll keep track of all your conversations. But I'll have to go in there and be like, hey, this is Greg Haitz. You know who I am? Because sometimes I'll ask it something. It's like, oh, yeah, well, as school board president, that's a great question. I'm like, nope. Nope.
Oh, man.
As a female in her early 40s, actually late 40s, it's like, no, that's...
I would
wrong
suggest
person.
not running a chiropractic business because you already do that as a man.
Yeah.
It's like you're confused.
You are confused. So I just need to pay the extra $20 because I've been using it, as like a business tool. So it's a business expense, but then she'll use it sometimes for other stuff. And
Gotcha.
sometimes it gets confused on who it's talking. But I have noticed that I'm like, hey, this is Greg Haitz. I'm the chiropractor. I'm on planning commission. Oh yeah, within that context, this would actually be, and then it'll give me a better output. Because when it gets confused, it's sometimes. It's just not as accurate.
I'd pay maybe 10 a month for it.
Yeah.
20 just kind of hurts a little bit. The fact that you're both using it though, kind of.
Which is why I hesitate to just do another one. So now we're at $40 a month.
Yeah. It's like, do we use it that much to warrant like having those limits taken off?
Right.
Which, like, if you did do that, were you hitting those limits because you were both using it? Or were you hitting them by yourself?
I was making some assumptions that it was giving me an output too quickly, that it wasn't spending enough time, and maybe if I had a premium account, it
Be faster?
would give me more resources.
I see.
It would spend a little bit more time, be a little bit more accurate, and it does seem like once we went to the premium, we were getting better outputs. But that could have just been us learning to use it too. I don't
There might
know.
be something to that. And I could be wrong. I think that like premium gets like first use of new models, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so mine
So-
automatically just moved up to 5.0.
Okay.
And it's different for
It
sure.
is, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember so the game I was mentioning before that I was using it for, it's like sort of like a board game where you're like drafting rooms in a house that can go like any which direction.
Yep.
It's like a board game where you're like pick 3 cards. It's like,
Uh-huh.
okay, I have to pick one of these rooms to put here, and to see if you could like get to the end of the map. And so I was like, there's a part in the game that lists a very specific list of rooms. And so I was like, okay, I want to see like maybe like could these rooms actually like fit in a proper orientation in the house where
Yep.
they're like all no doors facing the outer walls and all that. So I was like working through with it, and then when I actually posted the results, I posted it on like the subreddit for the game.
Yeah.
And the only comment, because it got downvoted, so not many people, I don't know why, probably because I put ChatGPT in the title. But the one person that commented was like, I'm surprised that you were able to get like a text-based thing like this to produce this kind of result.
Yeah.
I would have come up with like a Python script to solve it. And I replied, like, it actually offered to give me one. Because, like, when I actually asked it, like, okay, go slower to make sure you're figuring this out, it would, like, go for, like, 2 minutes and then be like, I was interrupted. Because there's, like, limitations to how long it can run a thing.
Okay.
And so it asked me, like, do you want me to just, like, keep running it? And like if it fails, I just kind of resume again, and then I get back to you when I have it.
Right.
Or do you want me to give you a Python script you can run on your own machine, and it will not be interrupted? I'm like, that's an interesting thing. It's like, just keep doing it yourself.
Sure.
And then like, because it told me like there's like very few iterations where this could work.
Yeah.
It was like realizing that.
Okay.
And then it finally gave me a result.
Huh.
And yeah, that person in the comment was surprised that it was able to do it, but like 5 is something else, man. It has a lot of knowledge and like tools at its disposal now.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just like scraping the web and showing it to you.
Right. I wanted it to transcribe an audio file for me, but Chat will only do up to like a 10-minute file in length. And so it recommended a couple other free ones. I thought that was interesting. And they were completely separate from Chat. They weren't part of the same company or anything. And so I found one, did like a free trial, and it transcribed it for me, and then it canceled it. I thought that was interesting too, that it knew its limitations, what it is just not allowed to do. But then here's some other sites that could do that with free trials, and you can get that done pretty quickly that way.
Yeah, and that's just more like because it takes more resources on their end to do something like that.
And it was like an hour-long Zoom call. I downloaded the audio file, and it was just, it's like, not for $20 a month. We're not doing that.
I thankfully have that built into Premiere.
Nice.
The video editing.
Yeah.
So I can just like throw a file in there, and like I even have the like English dictionary file downloaded.
Yep.
So I don't even have to be connected to the internet. It will just
they'll just do it.
Figure out what everyone's saying. It takes, you know, a few minutes.
But also recommended, since it was a Zoom, it's like, well, you could actually just download the video, not the audio, upload that to YouTube as an unlisted video, and
it will
then use
transcribe it.
YouTube transcription. I'm like,
yeah.
I didn't need it perfect.
YouTube's gotten better too.
It's gotten
it was
better.
like the auto-generated
Horrible.
captions. it was like TV level bad.
Yeah. Like, you're going to have to fix all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like pretty spot on for what I needed it for. And it's a powerful tool.
There's something going on behind that fence.
Cats.
So they they don't like each other, but they're always around each other.
Yes. It's mostly Gussie messing with Alfie.
Yeah.
Is the song that plays in the prom and Napoleon Dynamite?
Forever Young.
Yeah.
I think it is. I haven't seen that movie in a while.
Remember when everyone was crazy about Napoleon Dynamite?
Vote for Pedro.
What? Why did that happen? Like that was like an indie movie from
Yeah.
like a Mormon guy.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I don't know. Maybe it just came out when there was just a
2003
a
or something?
lull and anything interesting coming out, and because it just became an instant cult classic.
Yeah, I don't know how that occurred. Because like all that kind of stuff usually is like had to be a word of mouth thing. But I
think so.
I don't know how that occurred.
It got really popular in like youth groups
Yeah.
because it was pretty clean. So a lot of youth groups watched it, and the kids loved it because they're like, "Oh, is that kind of how the '80s was?" So it was like almost like a preamble to Stranger Things. But then there's other movies that came out, like Gentleman Bronco, and
Which was his next one, right? I'm pretty sure that was his next one, Jared, whatever his name is, Jared Hess.
Yeah, I think so. Uncle Jake's been recommending me to watch Dublin Bronco with him.
It's
friends.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
That one got like really split reviews.
Oh, yeah.
Where people were like, "This is terrible" or "Great."
Yeah.
Like people
It's
were
kind of both.
It's-
They were like,
Yeah.
which I haven't seen it, and I kind of want to after hearing that because I'm like, now I'm really intrigued.
You'll have to watch it.
Because like, are you watching it with like Napoleon in Napoleon Dynamite's shadow?
Yeah.
You know, is that tainting like the way you're viewing it, or is it like actually bad or actually good? Like I don't know.
It's weird. Like Napoleon Dynamite, it actually reminds me a lot of Better Off Dead with John Cusack back in the 80s.
Very dry, very quirky.
But there's a prom scene, and there's a song just like this.
Yeah.
And it's quirky, you know, and he's quirky, and the girl his mom's trying to set him up with, you know, that has the hardware and the braces and all of that,
Yep.
you know. And
Yep.
she ends up like, well, you can just pay me what you would have paid for dinner, and we'll call it even. It's like, which it's on Prime now, I guess, or
Napoleon?
HBO Max or something. Yeah,
Napoleon?
we'll have to sit down as a
think we-
family.
I think we own
No, it's Better Off Dead.
Oh, okay. Like, I think we own Napoleon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to watch Napoleon again to see if it holds up because like it was happening like in my youth group like
Yeah.
heyday, you know. So I got Haley and I got really fatigued
Yeah.
because it was just like oversaturated,
So
as was like
oversaturated.
Anchorman and Hot
Oh,
Rod,
yeah.
all that kind of stuff. All the mid 2000s comedies, but
Blades of Glory.
exactly all of that.
Yeah.
But I want to revisit it to see if it holds up.
Yeah.
You know,
I've seen it probably half a dozen times. I like it, but
less than Nacho Libre.
way less.
What?
I watch Nacho probably once or twice a year.
It's so good, though.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Don't know why it's good. But
So wait, is Nacho Libre also the same guy? It's made.
It's
It's,
a-
made by someone that
It's a Nickelodeon movie, which is kind of weird.
It was made by someone that like I know another thing they made. We're gonna settle this. Nacho.
Which, Dad, we have I still have my list.
It
of movies
is.
We gotta watch.
oh, do you?
Yeah.
What's still on the list?
So we only got 2 off actually, but we need to watch Hateful Eight during the winter.
Okay.
And that's gonna come up. Terminator 1 and 2. We watch that. We need to watch. We need to watch Halloween together during Halloween. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Like the first one?
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
Um,
They got ridiculous, but first one's a classic.
Pulp Fiction. We need to watch that. Book of Eli. I've not seen that.
You've not seen it?
No, and I think that'd be a good watch.
I like that one better every time I watch it.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard it's good.
First time I watched it, I actually missed the entire point.
Yeah.
But I was in chiropractic school and I was super distracted. And
Yeah. We basically just got through Fight Club and the thing. That's all we did. That's what we did. But I got Memento on here, The Prestige. I have Sicario on here, but I've already seen it. But we could watch it. It's really good. Exorcist, The Fog, Nefarious, Scarface, Heat. So yeah, so we need to watch all those.
Good list.
it's a good
Yeah.
list.
I actually just watched Rocky for the first time with Ben the other night.
I gotta see Rocky still.
Really?
That's been on my like.
It was not what I
The
expected.
pressure to watch it has been increasing year over year.
I'm probably gonna watch some of the other ones because
Same with Top Gun.
oh, you haven't seen Top Gun.
Well, neither one.
The first one's good. It feels definitely. It's just like I feel like it's a pinnacle '80s movie. You know, I just feel like it's just like that. You know, it's got Kenny Loggins. You know, playing with the boys.
A little bit of volleyball.
Yeah, it's just like it feels like this is the pinnacle of '80s and stuff. But then there's also like, but the new one is actually like good though. Actually, the new one's
That's
like
what people say.
pretty cool. You know, it's
It-
actually
And I
intense.
think
Killed
that's
it at the box
Oh,
office.
yeah,
I think
it was
that's
the best.
because Tom has just kind of figured out movies, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything he's involved with, he has like a decent amount of like creative say
Yep.
Yeah.
and like expectation, you know. Which I feel like is with same with like Keanu Reeves to some
Yeah.
degree, where he's like, if he's gonna be in an action movie, you're gonna expect it to be good.
Yeah. Like he's not like he's not like the best actor in the world, you know. He doesn't like give like these crazy performances.
Tom
but
Cruise?
yeah. But like
He has,
okay, yes, you're right.
he
Yeah.
has in the past, but like these days he's just kind of action guy having fun.
Yeah. But the movies are good though.
I think he said if they did a Tropic Thunder sequel, he would reprise his role. in
Really?
that. Yeah.
Was he the weird balding guy?
Balding, like
Yeah.
Jewish fat.
Man, it was so crazy.
producer. It's like I was not expecting.
I'll leave
No.
some Tropic Thunder on my list actually. I need to watch that. And then there's this one that he was
Tom Cruise was in, he had like blonde hair. He looked like the guy from Memento, and he had like this silver suit. He's like a hitman in it.
Oh, that was good.
It's Collateral.
Yes,
Collateral.
Yes, I want to watch
Michael
that.
Mann movie who did Heat.
Yep.
Oh, really?
That was a good movie. You should
Okay.
put that on your
I'll
list.
put that on the list because I've seen some people talk about it. And I'm like, yeah, this is like really underrated.
Him and the black guy,
Jimmy Fox.
Jamie Foxx, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Collateral, much like Heat, just has this kind of like it's like a thriller, an action movie in some sense. It's very chill.
Yeah.
You know, it's got that chill atmosphere,
Yeah.
which I really like.
But also kind of badass. Yeah.
So I looked it up. Jared Hess, Napoleon Dynamite, and then Nacho Libre,
Oh.
and then Gentlemen Broncos, and most recently, Minecraft movie.
Really?
Really?
Oh my gosh, banger for bang.
Wow.
4 for 4.
From
Weird.
Napoleon to Minecraft.
Okay, that's probably when I watched the Minecraft movie, I'm like,
You got some vibes?
I'm like, this is just kind of like Napoleon Dynamite, but just with Minecraft. Like, I'm like,
That makes sense.
the humor was like when I was next
I
to
doubt
Andy.
he wrote it, but like
Yeah, but like some of the humor was like there was like this one line I was next to Andy in the theater we were watching. It's like the main kid is like really into math. And he's like telling his classmates he's gonna build this like he's like gonna build this jetpack and he worked out all the math. And then, like these two kids are like heckling him in the class. He's like, you know, my dad told me that they debunked math, and I'm like, what kind of line is that? But it was so funny because it's such a dumb line. I'm like, they debunked math.
that kind of sounds like a Jared line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just like,
Shut up.
yeah, it was literally like that. It was
Dude.
So, it was actually such a splendid movie to watch. But
Splendid.
But every technical account, the movie was a bad movie. Like, the writing was all over the place. It was a bad adaptation of the game.
It's about what you expect from
Yeah,
it, you know?
but it was I genuinely laughed at a couple points, and like, it was just so dumb. It was so funny. Like you know, it's so bad that it's good. You know.
Was your theater relatively tame
Oh,
during the...
they were pretty loud. Like,
They were
but
loud?
it wasn't like
No
obnoxious.
chaos, no
There was
popcorn.
there was no chaos, but literally like, I don't know. It was full of like, I think it was like half kids, like a quarter of like how like people are my age, and then a quarter of like the adults and stuff too there. So it was like anytime something would happen, people would laugh, and then like the people my age would like applaud something. So then the rest of the theater would just go along with that. So like literally when the chicken jockey scene happened, which was the most anticipated scene ever, the whole theater just erupted and they were clapping and they just like screaming, and like there's this guy that was in front of us that was like eating it up. Like he was like,
So everyone was having a good time.
yeah, he's probably like
Okay.
in his 40s. He was like, he probably had no idea what was going on, but he was laughing so hard just because of like the whole theater was just like hooting and hollering over it. It was so funny. Like it was genuinely like one of the best theater experiences I've ever been to. It was so lively, but like the movie wasn't like anything special though. But it was awesome.
I'm trying to figure out ways to like online do like bad movie nights with the other Netflix.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to like, because like Javen and Andy, they don't have like computers
Uh-huh.
or anything. I don't even know if they have laptops. So it's like Discord would be like the easiest way because like I could just play the movie from my computer and like everyone can like watch
Yeah,
and talk. Do you have a laptop?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I have one for school. I have Discord on there and stuff. So,
So you'd be able to. Okay.
yeah, I don't know how well it would run, but it'd probably be fine.
Javen said that there's a Discord app on the Xbox.
There is, yeah.
He said he didn't know if you could do like screen viewing though.
I don't think you can. I think it's just voice calls. I play with some people on different platforms. Like I play with some of my work friends. I play on like PC and other stuff on there because we play Fortnite together, and the Fortnite game chat is really bad. So we just like talk on Discord and stuff. It's like joining like an Xbox party, but you're like talking through Discord, which is kind of cool. You just link your Xbox account, but I don't think you can screen share though.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a good way to do it. I don't know how because
Yeah.
I want to keep that going.
I think you at least need a laptop to watch it. I mean, or a phone, but I don't know how well that would be good. Like that.
You weren't there for Samurai Cop, were you?
No, was that what you guys watched?
Yeah, we watched
Oh my
Samurai
gosh.
Cop,
Have you guys seen Velocipaster?
yeah. No, but both Izzy and Javen brought that up as options.
That's
and I was
funny.
like, this is
That's funny.
getting a lot of attention.
Yeah, no, we were on Amazon looking at Rocky the other night when it was bad, and that popped up. I'm like, we could also watch this.
Velocipaster.
It's like a 70-minute movie, but it looks insane. I'm like, what could happen?
Stamp of quality.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Birdemic is still a crazy movie. And also seeing Birdemic with, I haven't seen The Birds either. Seeing it without seeing The Birds is like insane. It's like I need to watch The Birds to see like, okay, where did The Birds get their inspiration from?
Which I've since discovered that filmmaker, like James Nguyen or whatever his name is, he just copies Hitchcock movies.
That's funny.
Because he has one called Replica. That's like it's a like a cheap sci-fi thing. He made like a bad like set, you know, out of like old fridge parts taped to walls and stuff like that. But it's like a sci-fi set of like someone being cloned, and then like the last half of the movie just is a shot-for-shot rip-off of Vertigo.
That's funny.
And like because I was watching like the Riff Tracks commentary version because they posted it on their YouTube channel, and I was watching it. I'm like, this is just the scene where like Jimmy Stewart goes into like the hotel and like they're like the woman in the mirror, and I'm like, this is the exact same thing. And the movie just ends like the exact same way.
Wow.
And Birdemic, same thing. He just copied The Birds, albeit much like with the other one, only like the last half of the movie.
Huh.
The first half is just like nonsense that doesn't matter, and then it just hard cuts to a Hitchcock ripoff.
That's funny.
It's wild.
It is very funny, but yeah, not the most interesting storyteller. I'll tell you that much. I still haven't finished my Hitchcock thing. I have 2 movies left, and I started it like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. But like,
It's tough when you're working, you got kids, and
yeah, I'm half tempted to just like give up, and in terms of like just finish the video and be like, you know what, I didn't want to watch these last 2, because like it was supposed to be just all of the ones that had like above half on the positive on like ratings for like IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes and stuff. Because I didn't want to waste my time with like bad ones.
right.
And so like I'm on Frenzy right now, and I'm like a fourth of the way in, and it's just got like 70s cheese all over it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And like you can tell that he's kind of just like slipping and losing his like focus creatively.
Yeah.
And then I have one more after that, and I'm just like, I kind of don't want to.
Do you want to? Yeah. It's almost like you're just gonna ruin it for yourself.
One before that was Marnie. Have you seen Marnie?
No.
It has Sean Connery in it.
What?
And some actress that had been in a few of his movies that like he kind of got obsessed with in a weird way.
Yeah, he did that.
I know he did that with Janet Leigh a little bit, right? It's like Marnie was just kind of like a little strange. So I don't know. I might just like cut it off there and just be like, I decided not to finish, and
There we
here's
go.
the movies I did watch, because I did like little, like after watching it, like just recorded my thoughts candidly, and I have like an hour and a half
Yep.
of recording of me just talking about all the Hitchcock movies I watched. But that was a really fun endeavor though, because I saw a lot of things that are like really good
Yeah.
that like just don't get talked about because other stuff that's amazing gets the spotlight.
Right.
But like there's a good like 10 movies
Yeah.
like below those like, you know, top 5 that are just like really good, that are worth checking out if anyone enjoys, you know, like Rear Window or Psycho or something.
You have to put it out so the rest of us can
Check it out.
check it out.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just get on there and finish it and be like, it's been 3 years or something and I'm done.
You set the rules.
I don't feel compelled to finish this, so I'm
Yeah.
going to release it as is. Take the fact that I didn't finish it as the review. We'll
Yep.
put it that way. I kind of want to preserve my image of Hitchcock as like a sane, smart, creative man, and not like someone who like maybe slipped a little bit towards the end
Yeah.
in some weird way.
Yeah, I completely can relate to that. Yeah. It's like you almost don't want to ruin it for yourself. You just like, let's leave it with what I know.
The last one is like, it's called Family Plot. It's like a late 70s comedy with like Bruce Dern in it.
Oh.
And I'm like, I don't know, maybe it'll be good, but I don't know if
I
I'm all
doubt
that
it.
interested.
Yeah.
I'll just watch him in The Burbs. Call it good. Bruce Dern is in Django, wasn't he?
Hmm.
The original one, or like the new one?
The Tarantino one.
Who does he play? Oh, I guess
It's like a flashback.
Let me look up.
Like whoever owned Jamie Foxx before or something.
What's the actor's name again?
Bruce Dern. He's in The Burbs, and then he was in something else. His daughter is Laura Dern.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park and all
He-
that.
He's in Hateful Eight, actually.
That's what it is.
That makes more sense.
And
No.
and Django.
Okay, yeah, and Django.
Yeah, and he's in a lot of action movies.
Yeah, apparently he's a Tarantino. In the Tarantino repertoire now.
I've been going down the Tarantino movies. There's still a bunch I need to watch, but I've seen Inglourious Basterds, I've seen Django. I still need to watch Pulp Fiction, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. What other Tarantino movies have I seen?
Only ones I haven't seen are Once Upon a Time and Jackie Brown.
He directed an episode of CSI.
I think I knew that,
Yeah.
which is surprising.
It's a
to me.
great episode.
Jason Alexander directed an episode of like Law and Order.
What?
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
He's actually a very sharp guy.
He is. He's very smart.
Yeah, he's very articulate.
And he said that like the smartest like person involved with Seinfeld was Wayne Knight. Newman. He's like, Wayne is like crazy smart.
I've heard him talk about, yeah. That's
Which is really funny to me.
yeah.
Man, going through Seinfeld was such a splendid delight.
Splendid delight.
I told you that I was going through that, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. And
Did you make it all the way through?
I did.
Yeah.
And like season and a half into Frasier now.
Okay.
I kind of stopped on that. I want to get back on that train.
Some people really enjoyed Frasier. I never really got into it, but
I think I would have been bored to tears with it in my 20s.
oh yeah.
But now that I'm older, it's like I enjoy just like it's like just witty enough, but it's also not like over the top in your face.
Yeah.
And it's like it's just kind of chill, and like I kind of like that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seinfeld. I was amazed at like how few bad episodes there are.
Yeah.
And I love the overarching plots, the whole premise of them getting their own show, Susan dying by licking envelopes. It's like I was stunned when that happened, and they ended the season with it like she's gone.
What?
She's just gone. And come to find out, like, was it Larry David just didn't like the actress or something?
Probably.
And so there was like an actual real like reason for it. But I just love that they were willing.
That's how they're gonna knock her off.
Yeah, and like sitcoms don't have the balls to do
Glue
that
poisoning.
anymore. It's like, oh, they died. They're not in the show anymore. Which ironically, George lives in her shadow for like the next 3 seasons. Just can't get out of it.
Yeah.
But and all the George stuff, like him like failing up the entire show.
Incredible.
Like the moment when he like decides to change his life and then he gets hired on at like the Yankees.
Yeah.
And then just like go into that one place where like no one cares about their job.
Yeah.
And it's like
The secret to looking busy is just look pissed off all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
They're like, wow, yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah. And I kind of feel that like whoever was like writing I don't know exactly where this crept in, whether it was like Larry or Jerry, but I feel like they kind of were listening to the audience response a little too much, where it's like, oh, these are terrible people, and like they never get any like justice or anything. It's like I never felt that in the first half of the show.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they kind of leaned into it, but like I didn't feel like they were terrible. I think George was the worst.
Yeah.
But like Jerry was like a little flaky, and then like Elaine was a little like, full of herself.
Sure.
And then Kramer's just a buffoon.
Sure.
But like I never felt any like malevolence
Right.
from them. And then once that kind of became like what the show was talked about, it felt like they kind of started incorporating that
Maybe wrote that in
self-awareness.
a little bit more.
And I was like, I kind of wish they didn't,
Yeah.
because like I never felt like they were awful people until
Right.
they started like writing the characters that way.
Yeah.
I mean, they're, not perfect, but it's a sitcom,
Sure. Yeah.
But man, so many bangers one after
yeah.
another, so many
Yeah.
great episodes. Like if someone was to like name an episode, I'd be like, I think I remember what that one was about.
Yep.
Which I will say, my favorite episode is called The Fusilli Jerry,
Okay.
where Kramer makes a little sculpture of Jerry out of noodles. And then there's another plot in that episode where I really like the way it goes. I can't remember it, but the really absurd, just ridiculous premises are the ones that always got me.
Yeah.
Like Kramer running away from the cable guy and making him work on his time. This is like that just, it sticks
Who
in my
thought
head.
of that?
Yeah.
You know? It's like, gosh.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
And again, I just don't think, like, growing up with it, Dave watched a lot of it when he was living with us. Like a lot of the family would just leave it on if it was on the TV.
Yep.
So I just kind of got like oversaturated with it, and in my 20s I just decided I didn't care.
Yeah.
But I think in my 30s now, it's like it actually makes sense and it hits, you know.
It's fine.
Better than Friends.
Oh gosh, I just can't. I can't.
I went through the whole thing with Haley because she grew up watching it.
Yeah.
Some good moments and episodes, but like it's just not a lot going on there.
No.
It's definitely for like a younger crowd.
Yeah. And I would say a younger female crowd.
Yeah, very much so. Not a lot of guys watching Friends.
No. Did you ever get into Night Court?
No.
Hmm.
No. Was that a spin-off of something?
Yes.
Or did it have a spin-off?
Well, is that right? I remember hearing that. I can't remember what it would have been a spin-off of, though.
Who was
Similar to Seinfeld in some ways, but
who was it? Is it
different
the
in others.
judge that's the main character in that?
yeah, the judge, and then Larry. I'm gonna slaughter Larry Burkett. Does that sound right? The public defender, I think is. He's been in a bunch of other stuff.
John Larroquette?
John Larroquette, thank you.
Okay.
With the
Oh yeah, that guy.
good hair. He was like a womanizer, and
Harry Anderson, Judge Harry Stone.
the bailiff was a great. I mean, they were all just. It was like, I don't know, all of them together, but. And the judge, his actual name is Judge, right? His first name is Judge, I think.
No? Harry Anderson?
Maybe not.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a character in there, and his first name is Judge. I remember, like, you always see the credits, you know.
Nope.
Oh, maybe not. Could have been like a producer or director too.
It doesn't look like it was a spin-off, so maybe it was its own original thing. Started in '84.
MASH, I think, was a spin-off of something.
MASH was? I thought MASH had a spin-off. Well, MASH was a movie first.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was the movie, and then they had the TV
Yeah, because
show.
there was a 1970 movie that had Donald Sutherland, Elliot Gould, Tom Skerritt,
Yeah.
Robert Duvall.
Because I remember watching MASH as a kid, and I wouldn't have seen anything.
And then MASH came out, started 2 years later.
Yeah, that makes sense.
11 seasons.
Yep. Yeah, so my generation, when you hear the intro music coming on, which is super depressing, that's when it's time to go to bed.
Which is called Suicide is Painless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who still have it open?
But I would watch
Who wrote that?
Night Court with Mom and Dad. I knew I could watch Night Court, and then it was time to go to bed because I was working at Dos Hombres starting at 6 a.m. So I knew that I could watch Night Court, but then it was time to go to bed.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be really tired the next day. It's back when I was 16, 17.
Man, I remember like living by the TV guide for Saturday mornings, you know?
Yep.
It's like looking at it and being like, okay, the one that I like that's normally on at like 7:30 is not on this week.
Yeah.
So I can sleep until 8.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So it's like stuff like that. And occasionally it'd be like, all right, this thing I really want to check out starts at 7. Can I do it?
Yeah.
Can I wake up that early?
Wow.
And it's like, is it worth it to be
Yeah.
for being that groggy?
Hmm.
But yeah, like using the scheduling of TV shows as like the barometer for like your sleep schedule.
Yeah. Now in the streaming world, it's just. I mean, are Saturday night or Saturday morning cartoons, is that still a thing?
I don't know, possibly.
Yeah.
I
Like, we
have-
never watch like TV
And you can like
unless
get
it's Broncos or something.
you can get like that live like broadcast TV like right to your like apps. You know, like there's a live TV app on like the Roku and stuff.
It's wild.
Yeah, I haven't turned it on in forever, so I wouldn't know. But I'd be interested to pull it up on like a Saturday morning and look at like ABC and all that and see like, are they playing cartoons? They might.
Probably like Cartoon Network reruns and stuff, or
I don't know.
like PBS Kids are still doing stuff.
It's always interesting when football season starts because I'll watch Bronco games when they're on through the rabbit ears, but I'm not going to pay for like, ESPN or anything like that. But it's always interesting because then they cut to commercials, and oftentimes then they'll plug their shows coming up that fall, or new season of whatever. I'm like, I've never heard of this show before, and I'll never watch it.
Yeah.
But it'll be like Fox or something. It's like some hospital drama.
Which I may have talked about this before, but the numbers, the viewers that those like crime procedurals on like the basic networks get is astronomical.
Really?
Yeah, and it's this weird phenomenon that happens with like certain things in media where it's like blows everything else out of the water in terms of like people consuming it, but you can't find anyone who consumes it. It's like, does anyone here know anyone who like watches Law and Order or Criminal Minds?
Not me.
And yet, like millions of viewers, right? It's, in terms of like when you compare it to, I don't know, like Mad Men, maybe even Breaking Bad when it was on.
It's gotta be like older Gen X and maybe some boomers, and I don't know.
I think just maybe
No one I know.
the people who live small, simple lives, working a 9 to 5 at a grocery store into their older ages, go home and
You're in Topeka, Kansas, and not much else to do.
just turn. I gotta watch my SVU,
Yeah. Huh.
which I think soap operas were kind of like that for a while.
Yeah.
I think it just kind of that crept into like the crime procedural genre. I think where it's just like season after season.
Yeah.
He doesn't like. I think the bar of quality is low enough that they can be like, it doesn't matter if we've done the exact same story 12 seasons ago.
Yeah.
Do it again because no one cares. It's
Right.
like just hire a writer to fart out a script
Yep.
for a. I don't
Or
know.
AI at this point.
Yeah, exactly. For a 40-minute episode, and then
Yeah.
we'll just have the actors do it.
Yeah.
It's like like Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune, where it's
Yep.
like there's been some cool videos that have been posted on YouTube, like behind the scenes for Jeopardy. I think now that Ken is kind of like, I wouldn't say steering the ship, but like he's sort of in that seat. The show has kind of like opened up, and I think because of Alex's passing, the people who make the show kind of have this like reverence for it now and are willing to like kind of show behind the curtain a little bit more. But I watched a video of the guy who does the sound mixing for Jeopardy. He's got like foot pedals to like fade sound in and out, and like
Really?
billions of knobs and stuff,
Huh.
and like watching the levels and like making sure people aren't too loud.
Yeah.
And it's like a clipboard with a bunch of like pieces of paper showing like where certain files are going to certain servers, and it's like this is like the highest level of production where it's like this needs to be a well-oiled machine all the time,
All the time.
because we're filming 3, 4, 5 episodes a day,
Yeah.
and like shows that are on every night, like their production just has to like be perfectly dialed in like
Yep.
that. And it's like wild to see, because like for me, I'm lucky to be able to set up everything and hope it works right.
Yeah.
And that's part of my job. And meanwhile, like seeing what they're doing in Hollywood, and it's just like
Wow.
dialed in. It's crazy stuff.
I mean, when Andrew and I were first married, Survivor was a big thing. So I remember in Davenport, Iowa, I'm in chiropractic school, 33 credit hours a trimester. Like, we weren't doing a whole lot else, but I remember whatever it was, Thursday night, it was Survivor night. We had friends from school, and we'd go over to their house, and we'd get Chinese food from Hy-Vee grocery store, and sit down, eat our Chinese food, and watch Survivor.
Yeah,
That and then Lost. I think those were
that's
the last.
that's a nice combo.
The last two shows that we actually like. Oh yeah, this is our night to watch our program.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Seriously.
And that was it. That was the last time.
And I remember, like, when, you know, Dave and Cammy were living with us, like, it was, like, he would ask, like, if they were going out, he'd be like, could you guys make sure the DVR is set up
DVR
for,
that, yeah.
for Survivor?
Yep.
And
it's still on.
Same with Lost,
by the
yeah.
way.
Oh,
Survivor.
it came back, I think.
Did it
'cause
come back?
It was off for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the
that's
guy
right.
hasn't aged today, which is wild.
Strange.
And then come to find out, he was like in the room when Goo Goo Dolls was playing one of their first hits and like a AOL unplugged thing. He's like there with like other randos,
That-
like college age people or something. I'm like, oh, that's whatever the guy's name. What is his name?
I don't know. I knew at one point.
It's like, that's so and so, the Survivor guy. And it was his brainchild, the whole show. You know, I don't know how he got it all produced and created, but that's all he's done ever since.
I love little, like, Easter eggs like that.
Uh-huh.
Like, what was it? Tommy Lee Jones was a roommate of some other, like, really notable person
Okay.
at, like, Yale University. Let me look this up.
And then Barack.
Barack Hussein Obama.
Oops.
Early life.
GW. He went to Yale. He was part of Skull and Bones.
Was it Harvard? Al Gore.
Al Gore.
Al Gore and Tommy Lee Jones were roommates at Harvard.
And that's when he invented the internet.
Sure. Sure. Man, he must be so rich after inventing the internet.
Yeah.
I want some of that money.
Back to Top Gun. Just popped back.
Sorry.
The original one is pretty corny, but it's pretty good. But I think you kind of have to watch the first
Tony
one
Scott, I think.
to really,
Brother of Ridley Scott.
you know, really appreciate the second one. But I
Yeah.
think the second one was so successful because it came out during the Obama era, or I'm sorry, during the Biden era, when people were really frustrated with lack of leadership, the military had been gutted, DEI, you know,
Not only that, but like action movies from Hollywood have sucked.
it sucked.
Yeah.
And that one just nailed it. And it was literally like, we might have to go in and bomb a nuclear facility in Iran. Let's make a movie about that. And then like a couple years later, we actually go and do that. I mean, that's kind of the premise of the movie. But you don't know who the country is or like why they're doing this. So a lot of it's just kind of like, it's an unknown country. And they did a really good job of that. I think that's partly why it was so successful, because people are just like, they needed a shot in the arm, some patriotism, you know, love for country.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's a good movie. Yeah, it's a good watch.
So I'm now at the point where there's shows that I like, and I know that they're going to be released on like Apple TV, and I appreciate them enough that I'll actually buy the series, like 20 some bucks.
Yeah.
And then I know that they drop every Thursday. So I'm almost back to, Thursday night, I bet a Skinwalker Ranch dropped. Sure enough, I get home and, new episode. I get excited.
Which like
It's like a
there's,
throwback to like
there's something to be said
25
for
years
that.
ago. Yeah.
Because like we had to do that when with Severance.
Yeah.
I don't know if Apple does that with every show that they come out with, but like they were dropping once a week.
Sometimes they'll annoyingly wait a couple of weeks and then drop two. It's like, what are you doing? But Severance, such a great show.
And like that excitement, anticipation you get that week to like discuss the episode
Yep.
and like digest it,
Yep.
and then like have expectations of the next, what's going
Right.
to happen next.
I mean, you've got a couple of kids that are a few episodes ahead, and you're like, we're not talking about it.
Oh, like Severance.
No spoilers.
Dude, there have been some really good shows that come out this year. I mean, like
I've
like
heard.
Severance was really good.
They got greenlit immediately for another season.
I mean,
The day it like
it literally like after the
the
last episode
season
came out,
Yeah,
season finale.
Yeah.
Have you seen the second season?
I have.
Right. It's so good. It's so good.
Interesting way to end.
Yeah.
I feel like they did that ending being like, we are really expecting to continue it, but if it has to end, at least you can kind
This
of
could
digest
work.
that a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if
It's
it
not a
ended
great
here-
ending, but like it could function.
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it's going to lead into something.
Yeah.
I think structurally, season 3 will be very different.
Oh yeah.
think so.
Because it's
Yeah.
like they're kind of there's more of Lumen that's not been explored yet, and I mean they're not going to be like I don't think they're going to be working anymore. Like they're going to be like I don't know,
There's a little bit of like a pacing shift that's
Yeah.
going to happen. I think.
Not sitting in front of their weird computers all day.
I think so. I think so.
No, Severance was really good, and Andor was also really good. Season 2 came out this year.
People seem to be liking Andor.
Yeah, it's genuinely like a good show, and it happens to be about Star Wars. Yeah,
Which is the best you can ask
yes.
for.
Yeah, it literally there's basically a Tiananmen Square version of Star Wars in it, essentially.
Man stands in front of tank.
Pretty much, essentially. It's actually kind of insane. I was watching with Ben because I watched the first season when the second season was coming out, and then when the second season came out, I was watching that, and it was like the first season came out right when Disney Plus was kind of taking off, so it was like after The Mandalorian. So like when Mandalorian was coming out, that was a big kind of hype, so everybody watched that. And then Andor was out, and they're like, okay, this is a prequel show about a side character in a prequel movie from Star Wars. So it's like this random character from Rogue One that you don't really know anything about. They're like, okay, is that any good? And then it's like, it was kind of an underrated show for a while with the first season. People are like, it's actually really good. It's just a well-written show. And then the season 2 came out, and people were like, oh my goodness, this is probably the best Star Wars show.
Which that's the hard line to strike when you're making spin-offs of something very notable.
Yeah.
Is that you have this feeling like you have to match the energy or excitement of the epic story.
Yeah.
Right? When it's you could do something smaller, more intimate,
So small scale, yeah.
interesting, but you really have to have that restraint and confidence in what you're doing to achieve that. And then still try to separate yourself as much as you can from, because when people think Star Wars, they think the grand epic space western, right?
Yeah.
And so it's hard when you have that at the front of your name. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's there's a little bit of an expectation of something,
When you're doing a story that's disconnected
Yes.
from everything.
Yes, which I would really recommend Andor. You'd probably really like it. It's really good. It talks about just I guess overall oppression of the government and stuff, just about the empire and all that. Which there's been a lot of dumb stuff online where people are equating it to the American government. I'm like, you guys are missing the point. This is not about no, that's not even within the same realm. This is this is more communist, China and Russia compared to our actual government. I'm
Also, Empire has existed since 1977 when
Yes.
the series started, so
Yes.
it's you can't just put modern
Yes.
world stuff
Yes.
onto this thing
Correct.
that's
Yes.
about a general kind of totalitarian thing.
conflating things a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, there's yes, things change, and I can definitely see there's it's just an overall it's an empire, it's an overall bad authoritarian government that's oppressing its people in every way, and it's just it could be about anything, you could put it towards anything, but it's just a really good show of just writing and of just I don't know, it's just a good story, and it's I forgot where I was going with this, but it's just it's a really grounded story. I mean, the first season no joke, the Force gets talked about one time in the whole show, and that's really it. There's nothing it's really grounded. You could take this show and put it under any other umbrella and it'd work, It just happens to be about Star Wars, And there's some really cool references and callbacks to other stuff in Star Wars, and a lot of it kind of leads up to Rogue One. So it's if you've seen Rogue One, you'll kind of understand a lot of stuff. But it's just a really cool show. It's a lot of the characters are really likable. It's really interesting. There's actually a lot of good actors in there too, Stellan Skarsgård.
Does it seem like it has a finite amount of story?
What do you mean?
You could see it ending soon.
Oh, the season 2 is last season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's just done?
It basically season 2 leads up into Rogue One.
Oh.
The pacing was kind of weird. There are some time jumps in it, but it wasn't bad though. I get kind of weird with time jumps.
They can confuse the hell out of me.
Yes.
I'm ashamed to say.
Yeah, it's time jumps are I feel they're kind of a cop out in some shows where they're we don't have a lot of time, so boom, we're just gonna skip up and now we're here.
Last season of Game of Thrones was very guilty of that.
And
People were upset about
I
that.
love and hate them, and I think they did it actually really well on this because the first season takes place 5 years before Rogue One, so there's a lot of time there, and then the second season kind of starts to jump forward in these arcs and stuff. But it also it does feel connected though. There's a lot of cool it doesn't feel super disconnected, and not a lot happened in between, and there's also enough room where it's like, okay, there's a lot of like a year passed, so Cassian could have learned this or done this, and he's probably working on this now or whatever. But it's really good. Like it leads up basically right into Rogue One. Like the end of the show is him leaving to go do the first thing he does in Rogue One, which is kind of cool.
Is it the same actor?
It is, yes. Which he does.
I haven't seen. The only Star Wars movies I've seen are 1 through 8.
Okay.
That's the only Star Wars stuff I've seen.
You haven't seen Rogue One?
No.
I feel like you'd like it.
I've seen parts of the holiday special.
Oh, perfect. The one from like the 80s or
Yeah.
whatever? Oh my gosh.
That George Lucas tried to destroy every copy.
Aiden showed me that. I'm like, what is going on in Kashyyyk? I don't like these Wookiees.
Poor Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Carrie Fisher had like a coke nail
Yeah.
visible.
Yeah, no, it was, like, it's a good show. I'd really recommend it. I would definitely say, like, if Severance wasn't around, I would definitely say that would probably be my show of the year, because it was so good.
And people have been liking Silo. You heard about Silo?
I've heard a little bit about it.
Yeah, it's adapted from like a trilogy of books, and it's like a post-apocalyptic thing where like humanity lives in a silo buried underground.
Huh.
And I think the like end of the first season, or maybe first book even, is like one of the main characters getting to leave the silo.
Oh.
So it's kind of one of the there's a term for it now. It's called mystery box show.
Mystery box show.
Yeah, because it's like you're in sort of a confined environment, in a way, where you're not shown all of the world or all the answers or everything that's going on.
Yep.
And there's a very profound mystery happening. So Lost would be one.
Yep.
Severance would be one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I like those.
And apparently Silo is also one. But I think, is it Apple
I think it is Apple TV.
FX something?
I think it is.
And I think it's at 2 seasons now. Season 2 has like 90s on like
Really?
rating stuff. It's one of those shows where I'd probably prefer to like wait a bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like maybe, because since it's based on like a trilogy of books, I'm expecting maybe 1 or 2 more seasons before it's
Yeah.
done. But
That makes sense.
I love me a mystery box kind
It's
of plot.
sort of like Project Hail Mary that Mom's listening to right now on
Oh, yeah.
Audible.
And then they're making
Andy
a movie
Weir-
about it with Ryan Gosling.
Andy Weir book.
Andy Weir,
Yeah, The Martian.
Martian.
But the Audible produced the book, or the audio book.
With like a full cast.
No, one guy, but he does a phenomenal job. Well, there might be a second because there's another voice that shows up, but he basically wakes up in space, doesn't know who he is, why he's there, what's going on, has to figure it all out. So it slowly like opens up.
I love
so it's
that
not,
stuff.
The whole show or the whole book's not a box, but it just like takes about halfway through the book to really open up to figure out exactly.
Yeah.
And he'll start to remember stuff. He'll dream, and then he wakes up. He's like, oh, that yeah, he did a really good job, but then Audible did a great job with whoever narrated it. Like Andrea is like, she's like laughing out loud in her car as she's listening to it because the guy, he's like a math teacher that ends up trying to save the world, but just his funny middle school math teacherisms, just anyway.
See, maybe that's also part of the definition is like opening the box.
Yeah.
Because I would say, darn it, I just had it. Because like I think Severance is kind of doing that, where it's like you were just kind of seeing the office, and it's like then you get to see more of the floor
right.
and like other buildings and stuff.
Other
Same with Lost, where it's like exploring the island.
Yeah.
Silo, apparently leaving the silo. I had something I was either going to recommend or ask if you had seen or watched. I completely lost it.
I'll look for Silo. That sounds like that's in my alley.
Yeah. I mean, same here. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
There's a show on Netflix called Dark.
Oh,
I'll
Don't
finish.
get Riley
Dude,
started.
Oh
You watched-
man,
you watched
I
Dark?
watched the whole thing.
Okay, great,
That was like
great.
that was the last show I watched before the current stuff I'm on right now.
it's
Okay.
a little dark.
It is a little dark. It's like Stranger Things, but it starts off kind of like Stranger Things with like a kid going missing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's so good. It's so good.
Stranger Things German style.
Yeah.
Stranger Things with more
Time travel.
more Jonas and
Yes,
Martha.
Jonas and Martha. And it's all better. I don't want to spoil anything from it.
It-
But it's
so,
all
like,
better.
I
at the
might
end.
finish it.
Yeah, it's really good. It doesn't get I wouldn't say it gets worse after the pickaxe scene. There's like a couple scenes that are kind of weird, but like it doesn't get worse after that. It's not.
Pickaxe.
The dude pickaxes his friend.
It's in the beginning of season 2. It's in the 20s, and they're digging out the cave. It's young Noah, and I don't
know why I don't remember that.
It's really short scene, but he like kills one of the guy. He kills a guy with a pickaxe.
Oh, okay.
I could explain it a little bit more, but I don't want to spoil
That's
it.
fine. I don't know why that's not ringing a bell. My main issue with the show was like pacing.
Yeah.
Like, there was like a stretch like from part of season 2 into season 3 where I just felt like there wasn't a whole lot of like new discoveries or forward progress being made.
Yeah,
it was just a lot of like, it's the way of everything will always be this way.
Yes, Adam is just saying weird stuff.
Then the like end of the show, it just like
cuts off.
I couldn't have come up with a better ending.
Yeah, it's a perfect
I was
ending.
very pleased with how it ended.
Because when I was talking to Ben about it, because he watched it and
it was worth the wait. I'll put it that way.
Like he was explaining it to me, and like I was like almost done with season 1. I'm like, there is so much going on. Like, what is going to happen?
It gets very complicated very quickly.
Yeah, and like literally, there's some episodes where if I didn't watch it with him, I would be like, what? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, wait, so this is this person from this timeline from like it's just like so confusing. But like it's
Time travel stuff can be very overwhelming.
Yes.
If they go deep.
I think they would like time travel. You either have to like, I feel like you have to like just use it in a very small amount. Like this person's gonna go back. This happens and this happens. Like small butterfly effects.
Have you guys seen Looper?
Looper?
You have?
Yeah.
That is, I think that's good use of time travel.
Yeah.
Easy to digest,
It worked.
but it's also complex enough where you're like making the realizations that other characters are making at the same time.
It'd be worth watching again.
Yeah. That was a Ryan Johnson movie.
Oh really?
Who did Brick and well, he directed Last Jedi. But he had another. Oh, he's been doing the Knives Out movies.
I see.
Shoot, what was his big movie? I gotta look that up. But what was I just talking about?
Dark Looper.
Looper. Looper was his movie, and he wrote it. And it's a very intelligent time travel movie that is quite dark in some places.
Yeah.
Tastefully dark. What is the movie I was thinking of?
Dark is really good. I mean, that was a really good show to watch. And the ending was really
I
satisfying.
guess I wasn't thinking of anything. I guess I was just thinking of Brick. Never mind. Yeah, Looper is recommended, and finishing Dark is also recommended. The ending is very much worth.
You might want to rewatch it just because there's some stuff.
So-
Was it that it
vaguely
was
remember
was
it.
it too graphic? The scene?
It was kind of out of nowhere. It was a little weird.
Yeah, well, that and it's like, all right, is this going to be what's to come? What am I getting into? Andrew is sort of interested, but it was probably a little too dark for her, so she quit. And I was like, I'm not going to watch this by myself now. Which I pretty much watch all my shows by
The
myself.
fact that I don't remember that scene, I think, is an indicator that the rest of the show isn't like that. But I
Okay.
could
Yes.
be wrong.
Well, it's such a small scene too. It kind of plays a lot into it because it's.
There's not much violence.
I'm trying to think of like any other violence. I mean, there's some scenes. I mean, like people shoot and stab each other and stuff.
And I don't mind violence.
Big fly.
Big
Yeah, I don't because season 3 is pretty tame by all accounts. I feel like. I mean, I feel like it's a pretty tame show. And
It seems like a show that didn't have an astronomical budget.
yes,
Like maybe a Netflix budget,
Yeah.
which was good by their standards
Yeah.
in Germany. Because you could tell they did everything they could with the money they had.
yeah, which I think it worked. Yeah.
But it's more like when I remember it, I just think of like people having like philosophical musings about like fatalism and stuff like that. But
My only aim is to take many lives. The more, the better I feel. I love Ulrich. He's so.
the moment that you discovered that kid, the younger brother, was his dad,
Yes.
was like that moment for me was like, I'm gonna like this show.
Yeah, because it's like you're kind of building up. Like, okay, I know time travel's involved. I know, like, Mikhail's missing. Like, like there's this stuff happening, and then that note that he reads on that night, like after the stranger gives it to Jonas, which
Yes.
is like
Yes.
oh my gosh, like even just saying that, it's like crazy. You're just like
And
you're
it
like
cuts with the other scenes.
yeah.
And it's like, man. And it's kind of. So they did another show on Netflix that got canceled after like a season.
Really.
It's called like 1895 or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Look at that. Yeah, that was their next show, and it got canceled.
Yeah.
That
I
sucks.
was like, I looked at it and like, this looks awesome.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, now I don't want to watch it because they.
I
the
hate
rug pulled out
I hate when
from
Netflix does that. They'll cancel like a good show that like ends on a cliffhanger or something. You're like, there's literally nothing
They,
to this.
they apparently did that with the OA. You know about the OA?
Yeah, we tried to watch that.
That was like 3 seasons. That was apparently another show that like just got really good as it got towards the end.
yeah.
But it ended on a cliffhanger, and like Netflix was like, we're done. But the show had a lot of like meta stuff going on that people thought that the show's cancellation was like a publicity stunt.
Oh.
And they would like camp out outside of Netflix's office,
Like
and then the creators of the show would come out and tell them to like, you need to go home. Like,
Yeah.
we're just canceled.
We're done.
We're done.
that's so sad.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
I've heard good things about it, and I don't feel I don't want to start shows that I know like got canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It'll
it
just
wa-
leave you like unfinished. Like,
Yeah.
And that was a frustrating one for sure.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh. Yeah.
like
Almost
I'm mad-
frustrating enough. Like, I wouldn't watch it.
It's like, you know, if Severance got canceled, I'll be like, I don't know if I'd recommend it to anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like, it's not worth getting tied up in the mystery if you like then don't have any
Good.
Payoff.
payoff. Like, I couldn't even like come up with a conclusion on my own.
Yeah.
Like my own interpretation, because
Yeah.
like season 2 of Severance, they introduced all kinds of new crazy
Yeah.
crap, and it's like stuff that I never would have come up with. And it's like I need the writers to like do that for me.
Yes.
Because I don't want to just like,
Like, think
fill in
about
the,
it.
fill in the blanks myself. So
Yeah.
like, I don't want to start canceled shows.
Yeah. That was me with the Dark Crystal show that Ben recommended me because that got canceled too.
That was a Disney Plus, right?
No, it was on Netflix too. It's
Was
a
it
Netflix
Netflix?
show. Yeah. It was a complete like it was made by Jim Henderson, like that whole like it was
Jim
very
Henson?
or Jim Henson, sorry. Yeah, by the like it was very true to form from the movie.
That's right. It
And-
wasn't technically a Disney thing. It was a Jim Henson.
Yes, but then I think Disney bought out Jim like that afterwards.
Yeah.
Which
All the Muppet stuff is on Disney.
Yeah.
So it was really sad because it was like I was like because Ben recommended it to me and I'm like, oh, I really like this show, and it's literally like the Woody Roundup thing from Toy Story 2. He's like, and put on the next one, put it. He's like, it got canceled from there. I'm like, what? And especially like with that show, like it ends on such a cliffhanger, and I got so invested with the show, and I'm like, because I didn't realize it was canceled until after I finished it. I was like, wait, that's the ending? You kidding me? And I'm like, yeah, it was so frustrating.
That's why you gotta look up the shows before you watch them.
I know. And I'm like, oh, I just went in blind and I didn't even realize. I'm like, that sucks, dude. Yeah. It always sucks when the show gets canceled.
Netflix likes to do that.
Yeah, I think that's probably the one streaming platform that does it probably the most. You know, there's like some hope when there's like when stuff gets like picked up by another company like Disney picking up the Jim Henson stuff, but it's like, yeah, there's like I don't know if they're gonna pick it up again, you know. So
Yeah, there's a show called Scavenger's Reign,
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
which is like a adult animated show.
Yeah.
Meaning that it's just like not for kids.
Yeah,
About this like cargo ship that crashed, like 3 escape pods crash land on this like alien planet, and they're
on
trying
HBO or something.
It was either on HBO or Netflix first, and it got canceled on one of them, and the other picked it up, showing that first season again. And based on how it did, they would determine if they wanted to pick it up for another season.
I see.
And I think they decided no. I could be wrong, but it's like
Just testing it out.
all these like people trying so hard, like, and to create an animated show
It's
for
kinda-
adults takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
And so
these-
it always sucks to just see that like fizzle and fade.
Because like it's not as easy as like a live action or something, you know, like something like with Dark Crystal, you have to get these like puppets and stuff, and like it's a lot of like practical effects and sets and stuff. And then like or an animated show like that takes so much time to go
Or do
through
you want
it.
Brick House?
I'll try this one. I haven't tried this one.
So which end do you
Unless
think is
you
most
want
light?
I'm assuming you cut there,
I
and
think
then
we cut there just like that.
Yeah. Maybe you should like snip the tip. Put some ice on it; it'll be fine.
Mel Brooks again.
Yeah. Use the Schwartz. How many Mel Brooks movies have you seen?
Mel Brooks. I don't
Yeah.
know.
So you got Blazing Saddles, The Producers, Young Frankenstein.
One of my favorites.
I said Blazing Saddles, right?
I think I've seen
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
I think I've seen Robin Hood. I've seen Robots. Peak.
No, look for like director, not actor.
No,
Mel Brooks had like next to nothing to do with robots.
but it's so good though. I think I've seen like a little bit of Spaceballs, but I've not seen the whole thing.
Man, Spaceballs sequel. You know about
Oh
that?
yeah, that got announced.
Yeah.
Rick Moranis and Bill Pullman are coming back.
What?
Yeah.
That's wild.
And like Mel Brooks, I don't know how involved he is creatively, but like he is producing in some sense. So I don't think he's directing because he's like in his mid-90s. He's old.
Yes.
But I'm optimistic. If anyone can save comedy, it's going to be Mel Brooks.
There was a good interview with him and I think it was Jerry Seinfeld talking about comedy and
Comedians and Cops.
just how I think he just went to his house.
So I borrowed that.
I don't even think they
Okay.
got.
Yeah.
I don't even think they even got in a car and went and got coffee. But
Really?
just talking about like comedy needs to be comedy. We need to be able to make fun of the stuff that's off limits.
Yeah, and of all
That's the
people,
whole
like
point.
Mel Brooks making fun of Hitler,
Yes.
or like
Jews and
Blazing
all
Saddles, like racism.
the black sheriff.
Yeah.
And all of that. Right.
Absolutely. And like the amount of like, because I like watching like movie reactions on YouTube, like people watching, Naked Gun for the first time or something. Like in the modern era, seeing like Gen Z reacting to Naked Gun
Yeah.
and them enjoying it. It's like, oh, that's nice. Seeing black people react to Blazing Saddles, they just think it's the funniest thing.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, it's like we couldn't make that today.
No.
And yet they love it. It's like, what is this disconnect?
Right.
Like,
We need to whitewash it.
It's like, no,
No, we don't.
no.
I see so many people like react to like Tropic Thunder and Robert Downey Jr.'s character, and he's just like,
It's so bad.
yeah,
Man,
and they're like, this is awesome.
I would love to be able to like see them make a sequel.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it could happen, but like the amount of leverage that Tom Cruise has, it's like maybe we need Ben Stiller and Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
and Jack Black and Tom Cruise to save comedy.
Yeah.
That's what we need. We can't trust John Cusack anymore to do it, or
No.
Jim Carrey. They've gotten a little crazy,
Yeah.
which is sort of sad to see. And Jim Carrey had like 3 crazy years in the 90s. He had like three of his biggest movies came out in like 94.
In '94. Ace
Mask.
Ventura, Mask,
and Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. It was a great year.
Insane.
Yeah.
How does he make those 3 movies in 1 year?
Yeah.
I was asking. Mel Brooks. You've seen a little bit of Spaceballs.
Yeah,
you
I
said?
don't think I've seen any of his movies all the way through. I've seen like a little bit of Spaceballs.
What would be a good like starter movie for him? Like Blazing Saddles is pretty funny.
It's pretty fun.
It's really funny.
Men in Tights is super easy to
Gene
watch.
Wilder. Yeah, Cary Elwes does a great job.
He does.
It's almost more beneficial to see the Kevin Costner Robin Hood first because they poke fun at it all the time.
The entire movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And unlike some Robin Hoods, I actually speak with a British accent.
Yeah.
You said you have maybe seen Robin Hood?
Maybe I think it was like a while ago, but
I mean, maybe maybe
Spaceballs?
Maybe go through Spaceballs all the way.
yeah,
That might be the way.
I've seen a lot of clips of it, and it looks really funny.
There's some gems in there. I really like his earlier stuff. The Producers is just kind of like more of a. It's not it doesn't feel like a parody or a satire a whole lot. It's just like a more of a straightforward comedy. And that was from like, I don't know, the 70s, early 70s maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It has Gene Wilder in it. And that's one where they poke fun at Hitler. They try to make money by making a flop play, and so they hire like an actual Nazi guy and take it and use his script, which is like, it's called Springtime for Hitler, and that's funny. But what about the Naked Gun movies? Have you seen those?
So I know a new one just came out.
Yeah, with Seth MacFarlane doing the directing, and Liam Neeson as the guy.
Yeah. Doesn't he play the main guy's son or something?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
that's No, I've heard it's pretty good. Like pretty decent.
People seem to think it's funny.
Yeah.
Which, like, I'll take any step forward in the right direction for comedy when
if
it
it's not a
comes
big
to
step.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a big step, it's like, so long as you're doing that kind of stuff again, that's good.
Because I feel like comedy is so hit or miss. I feel like just like you can watch a comedy and you're like, man, like what am I watching? Like this is just like so dumb.
Dude, I would say you gotta do the Mel Brooks, and you gotta do the Naked Gun and the Airplane and the Police Squad and Top Secret with Val Kilmer.
Oh yeah.
That's one of my favorites. I love that.
How many Naked Gun movies are there? Is it just the two?
There's 3. They got worse as they went along.
Yes.
Because the guys involved became progressively less involved with them.
I see.
And then Leslie Nielsen was just in every parody movie in the 90s,
Yep.
whether or not they were good.
Yeah.
You like, and people would just be like, "Oh, we want to make a parody of 2001: A Space Odyssey, and we'll just get Leslie Nielsen to be in it."
Yep.
But yeah, the Naked Guns are good, and Airplane is good. Like all those. That's just funny stuff.
Let's check those out.
Caddyshack.
Caddyshack.
That's the SNL breed of humor right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Rodney Dangerfield. Is that his name?
Yeah. He's a strange dude.
Very strange dude.
Just unique comedy.
Unique eyeballs.
Oh man. I think he had Graves' disease or something. His eyeballs were bugging him out.
My brick house isn't spicy enough, Greg. I need to start getting Maduros again. I've been going on the lighter wrappers
Yeah.
a little more the last few years, and I haven't done a Maduro in quite a while. I was told that these are spicier than Maduros, but
Not picking it up.
I don't know. Like the Connecticut wrapper, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like Maduros have maybe at least like a deeper flavor.
Yeah, I'd say definitely deeper. I kind of overdid the Maduro, so I tried to venture out into some other stuff, but I just prefer that.
I think one of these was a Maduro.
The Edge. I don't know. Did Riley smoke that?
I think that was the first one we had.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't mention it when I brought them out, but I tried to get one Maduro in case someone wanted something like that.
We're going to try to go down to Florida in October. So we need to do some work on the house. But if I do, I'm going to go back to the bake shop and buy a couple of their cigars again. I kind of want to, like, after having smoked some good cigars for a while, I kind of want to go back and reassess. Yeah.
Like if it was good or not.
Right. The hand rolled.
They seemed, like I said, they seemed fresh.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't really say one way or the other about the flavor,
Right.
but like I liked that like freshness, and it was packed really well.
Packed well. Seemed like the draw was good. Yeah.
Which, like, I know that technically most of these that we're smoking are probably also hand rolled to some degree.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but having something that's like much more boutique
Yeah.
and, you know, small scale, I think means, because like the draw was really good,
Yeah.
so I think that was probably what contributed to that.
They'll ship, but there's just something about going there, buying it in person, and
Yeah.
bringing it home.
When was the last time you ordered off of cigars. Best cigars. Whatever.
Well, after this stupid Colorado excise tax, 20% or whatever it was, I'm like,
Which how, like, when you looked, like, did you look on the website to see like what that would come out to? Like, how much of a bump was that?
I put it in the cart, and it was, if I remember doing the math right, it was about what I paid to walk into Rem's and buy a cigar. Because I'm buying it out of state, coming into state. But if you buy it in state, I think it's actually not quite as bad. And I talked to Lucas, and he can buy me or he can get me a box and actually give me a better deal.
Okay.
I just haven't done that, partly because of the price.
Sure.
But it's like, I want to get another box of Olivas.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, does he have your preferred?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
The pull on
And
this is
I'm sure he'll
crazy.
order anything I'd want too.
Is it hard or easy?
No, it's good.
Okay.
Do you want to try?
No, I'm okay. I love me an Arturo though. Every time I have one, I'm like, I forget. Like,
Yeah.
the label is so boring.
It is super boring.
It looks cheap,
It looks cheap, yeah.
but they're so good. And it's like they're right there on the left when you walk into the
Ain't
cooler.
it? Oh. Yeah, no, it sounds, it's just like a straw, basically. It's actually insane.
Just sucking some smoke down. How was the Maduro? The
It's good.
Edge? Yeah.
I really liked it, yeah.
We were talking about how you kind of want to start smoking. Well, I want to start smoking Maduros again because I like things that have that kind of fuller. Same with like the bourbon, you know, the Four Roses. Like I like that full body, and like the bright notes are okay here. I'm not getting the spice that I want, that I feel like I can get with that deeper flavor. Maybe I'm crazy.
No, the Maduro was really good. Pretty decent.
I like your little box for the tobacco.
I don't even know where my dad found it.
I
Yeah.
bought some tins units for the office, and that was the box left over.
Got Rivendell and then Colt. Sub,
Do you-
and
do you,
that's sub you gave me.
Do you smoke the pipe much on your own?
I feel like every time I smoke a cigar, I'll usually do a pipe because it's pretty quick. But I've done it a lot more recently. I did it with like Andy got his pipe, and
You got a pipe?
mm-hmm.
Oh.
I thought you knew that.
No.
No, he got a pipe. It's actually a pretty nice pipe.
It's a
too.
decent little pipe.
When did
Yeah.
that happen?
21st birthday, so like a month ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Did you get him one?
I did not get him one. I think it was like his parents that got him one.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of surprising.
Yeah. I think they went into Rems and they bought one for him.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
he got a pipe. He got some. He got nostalgia from there too.
So, best place to start, probably.
Yeah,
Oh,
got set up for that. And then so he had a pipe, and then for his birthday we were hanging out, and me and him smoked our pipes outside, and then
Did you show him the ropes?
I did, yeah.
You taught him the ways.
I was he kind of already knew, like he was kind of already familiar, but I was kind of showing him some stuff too. I was kind of telling him like tamping and all that, and you know the different
tamp that
precedents.
ash.
Tamp that ash. And
All
then
the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
and then for camping, we went up camping and we both brought up our pipes. He brought up some cigars actually.
Oh, pipes while camping sounds so sick.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
If I could just teleport there and not have to bring anything.
It was actually so awesome because I woke up because I was gonna make breakfast the morning after, and I had a pipe the night before, and I was like, man, I'm just gonna get my pipe out, get some coffee.
Man.
Dude, it
What
was
a way to start the day.
Wow.
it was exceptional. It was like we had the
That sounds like a pure distillation of what this whole series is
Yeah.
about.
well, because Andy had this like propane grill thing, so I got that set up, and then a couple people were up, and then not everybody was awake or they're getting out. I was like, I need to start because I was making hash browns, eggs, and bacon, so I was making just like a good old breakfast right there. And
Camping bacon is the best bacon.
Yes, it was awesome.
Gosh,
And
it's so good.
yeah, so we started cooking, and the coffee was pretty quick. So I got the coffee out, and the Dr. Squatch stuff was really good. Like I'm like kind of iffy about hot coffee, but it was actually pretty good. Like I just had some
How did you make it?
the coffee
Yeah.
Did you use my
percolator.
percolator?
Yeah,
Nice.
I think I used Andy's. It was like a little nicer. Just there's a handle on the side and stuff. So I used his percolator. It was basically the same thing.
That's cool.
A lot of coffee grounds in the coffee, but I couldn't tell though. It was like really smooth. So
They'll settle to the bottom.
yeah.
You can get, what do they call it, like a maca pot?
Yep.
Which is like, is that technically called like a vacuum? I don't know how that works. I think that's technically like a vacuum.
Yeah, I've never
method.
used one, but
Haley had one for a while. I don't know how they work. I've never used one.
No.
But I think those also are like a percolator where it's like you just bring the pot with you.
Yep.
Just put it on something hot and
Pretty
leave it
much.
there.
So what we did, I made some coffee. I was drinking out of a little tin can while I was smoking my pipe,
Nice.
making some eggs and bacon and stuff.
Nice.
It was so awesome. I was like, this is a good way to start the day, you know.
Cowboy coffee, they used to crack an egg in there,
Yeah.
and that I think just holds all the grounds together.
Really?
Yeah. So then you don't get all the grounds. And
We're probably doing that honestly.
you're just boiling the grounds, and you crack an egg in there, and then
Yeah.
yeah.
And the breakfast worked out really well. I mean, it was kind of weird. I was like kind of getting used to it. I did an egg first, and the eggs cooked like super fast. I'm like, okay, I need to do the bacon first, then the hash browns, and then the eggs. So then I figured that out. But then it was really easy after that, and
Curly, crunchy camping bacon.
yeah,
So good.
It was well. We got like these really big like hickory like bacon.
Oh, you got the
slices.
thick cut stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, from Walmart, which there was so much grease. I had so much bacon grease. I probably didn't really need to bring any sort of spray or anything. I was so much grease, and the hash browns were super good because we just cooked it in the same pan after that, and it was just awesome. I was just smoking my pipe, you know, and everybody was getting up. I was drinking coffee and all that. It was awesome.
So where did you go?
We went up to Keebler Pass, so it's kind of near Crestview. It's maybe like 10-15 minute drive from Crestview. It's like outside of it.
It's the mountain pass that everyone had to take while the Blue Mesa Bridge was closed. Andrew and I had to take it once to get down to Gunnison to see the family down there.
Okay.
High Mountain Pass. It's a dirt road at the very top. I mean, it's maintained for sure. It's
Okay.
like road base. It's not like your potholes or anything, but it's really pretty up there.
Yeah.
And it's just dispersed camping.
Triple rainbow up there while we were up there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So we were just it was raining a little bit up there.
Lots
and-
of trees.
Yeah, we got triple rainbow and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of the camping site we're at. It's we've been up there before and like a couple years ago, and it just kind of depends. Like if people are up there, you just gotta find another one. But last 2 times we went up there, nobody was in the spot or anything. Some people will park there to go hiking and stuff, and there's a little outlet, or not outlet. There's like a little flat area that people will bring horses and stuff, and they'll take horses up on the trails and all that. So
The amount of people that go up on the mesa, it kind of behooves you to find alternate spots.
yeah, I mean the mesa's not bad. It's just pretty populated. I feel like.
ChatGPT, give me alternate
Yeah.
camping spots.
It will.
But it was nice. I mean, there was like
I want trees, but not too many trees.
there's an open area for the trucks we brought. Plenty of room with the different tents we had, and then there's a forest that kind of went out in the back. It was pretty nice.
Cool.
So yeah, it was awesome. So
Occasionally, Steven will, our viewer, will, I think it's his family who has a cabin,
really,
and they'll go off and like he'll go up to the cabin for a few weeks, maybe a month, I don't know, but like he's shown me some pictures and it's like beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
like,
cool.
Those Canadian like forests and
Yeah.
all that.
That's cool.
And just hangs out at the cabin and like that's sick.
That's awesome. Yeah.
That's super cool. You know, we did a cabin on the mesa like a year or two ago, I think. We just like rented it out for a couple nights. It was pretty expensive. It was about $100 per person, but it was a nice cabin. It was pretty big. Like we brought a projector up there to watch some movies. We had a campfire.
Halo 2 land party.
Pretty much
In the cabin.
Yeah. It was really weird. The movies we decided to watch, I don't know how we landed on it, but we watched Fantastic Mr. Fox, which was a perfect fall movie because we went up in like October, so it was like most of the stuff was already dead, but it was still kind of nice though. And then we watched True Grit, which was kind of like I don't know why we watched that, but it was.
I mean that. If anything, it'll just make you scared to go outside.
Yeah.
But I mean
Yeah.
that's a fun one to watch in the wilderness.
Yeah, it was interesting, I guess. You know, it was an interesting movie.
Don't fall down a hole and break your leg or anything.
Yeah. But it was good though. We liked it, but we just kind of hung around and just did some stuff up in the cabin. Also brought my pipe up there too. And stuff. So it was fun.
And when was this?
That was like a couple years ago. I don't know.
A couple years ago.
Yeah.
Keep trying to talk him into going up and doing some squatching.
Yeah.
Investigating.
I-
Bring your thermal cameras.
Mhm.
You know. Man, thermal cameras are like $200 on Amazon at minimum.
Expensive.
I've got a little FLIR if you ever want to borrow it.
A little what?
Little FLIR camera just plugs into your cell phone.
Oh.
It's like a $250 camera, but
Okay.
it's a job done.
Interesting.
I mean, you could walk around your house and look for like cold spots.
You
and
used
all.
that. You showed me like the footage of when you guys were somewhere.
Yeah.
You were using that, right?
That was when you were at the cabin. With
Jake's cabin.
Jake's cabin. Yeah.
We're out.
I can't remember if I like put it in the video because occasionally I've had you.
I think you
I
did.
had you send me the UFO thing.
Right, yeah.
And I put that in the video.
Yep.
I don't know if I did for the thermal camera, but I'm pretty sure you talked about it on the
Yeah,
video.
I've talked about it. It's
crazy.
I'd have to probably buy an adapter because I've got the new phone now with a different.
Oh, because did it go into the headphone jack?
No, it went into the.
Oh,
the fire,
the lightning.
lightning. Is that
Yeah,
what it's called?
and
Yeah.
now it's USB-C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's probably an adapter, or I could just. We've got Andrew's old phone, because you don't need like internet or anything.
Right.
You know, cell service
Just
or
a
anything.
camera.
Just plugs in and then uses the.
Little app for it.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, I recently had a hard drive. The hard drive that I used to back up all my old photo shoots died. It doesn't spin anymore.
Wow.
I was trying like desperately to fix it myself because I knew that like hard drive repairs can cost
Yeah.
like 500,
It can be
1,000 plus.
spendy, you know.
And I was like, I really don't want to do that for like this drive that I just used to put my photos on.
Yeah.
Oh well. So I was like trying to like, I looked up like, okay, if it's dead, I use ChatGPT for this too.
Yeah.
If it's dead and like not spinning, like what's the problem? And it's like it's probably the motherboard. So like you turn it over and like
Okay.
unscrew the little motherboard thing, and it's like a part on there has gone bad.
Oh.
And like I had a multimeter and I was trying to measure like
Yeah.
resistance of diodes and chips, and it's like I
Wow.
couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
And I know that some people are like, well, if you plug it into power and then look at it with a thermal camera, you can see which spots get really hot. And it's
Oh.
like that part isn't conducting the power properly.
Yep.
And that's when I looked for thermal cameras. Like, oh, they're like $200.
Yeah.
I didn't even think to like ask if you had
Yeah.
one.
Mine was the
Completely forgot.
cheapest FLIR you could buy.
It would have probably done the job though.
Yeah. I actually Googled like, all right, if you want to go out squatching, like, what's the bare minimum? So it was Moneymaker from he founded NFRO, the North America, was it North America? It's for people that go Bigfooting. But he has like a whole page on there, like, all right, if you just want to get going, here's the basics. Here's a FLIR thermal that plugs into your phone. And here's a parabolic mic, you know.
Different things that measure certain stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And so that's why I picked. But yeah, I've used it around the house, looking for cold spots in the walls. If you think you maybe got some insulation issues, or there's a lot you can do. A lot of inspectors use FLIR, but you can get like really nice, big, you know, about the size of that with like a really big display, and you know, you're getting into the 3,000 range on
Which
stuff like that.
it's like, yeah. And one of the other things I was looking up was like a soldering kit.
Yeah,
It's like, do I need to solder chips onto this board or something? And it's like, some of those are also like $1,000-$3,000 for like full setups that like professionals use.
Dad had a very basic electronic soldering kit when I was a kid. I don't know if
Really?
he still has it. It was just the little stylus with a little metal tip. And you plug it in, and then you just get a little bit of the whatever the
Yeah, little goop.
coiled up goop, and you know, drop it on there. And I remember soldering a couple things when I was a kid, and I like, fixed a radio or something. I don't remember what it was, but
Yeah, I'm half tempted to like get some like kind of simple kit like
Yeah.
that just for future use, because I'd like to be more handy than not. Because if the wife doesn't find me handsome,
you better be
she
handy.
should at least find me handy.
We've talked about that on the show too, just about, not that if things go down, I'm sure glad I have my soldering kit, but like, it just would be kind of nice to have some more skills.
Yes, and it's
Nice
more
to know.
accessible than ever.
Yeah,
Like I've proven. It's
Yes.
like I've learned more in the last like 2 months
Yep.
than I have in this realm than I have in the last probably like 5 to 10 years.
you know what's crazy? You might have to have a premium account, but you could probably challenge ChatGPT to be like, hey, help me put together a survival guide, chapter by chapter. You could ask it right now. Give me a breakdown of like maybe 12 chapters of a survival guide,
Break it down.
and it would crank it all out. These are the top things you'd probably want to know. All right, now help me build out chapter by chapter, like maybe some instructions on how to do such and such, and it'll give you some runaround because it doesn't want to use that kind of bandwidth. But I did that with the Federalist Papers, so I did the first 10 Federalist Papers, and then it's like, do you want me to format this for Amazon KDP or whatever? I'm like, yeah.
Nice.
And it's like, all right, we'll come back later. I'm working on that. No, it was a lie.
Oh.
So I came back. I'm like, how's it coming? Oh, yeah, still working on that. And then finally I'm like, no, just give it to me now. And it did.
It's a flaky employee.
But it
You're
was
even
just like-
paying it $20 a month.
And that's probably part of the algorithm is most people will just walk away and forget about it. So
Yeah.
don't utilize the resources to produce this unless they really harass you. Then do it.
Yes.
That's got to be built into the algorithm. And so finally, it produced a full first 10 in modern
Which-
English, and
I think that'll start to go away
yeah,
as they build up, because like you see the amount of money
yep,
that Elon and Zuckerberg are like talking about throwing around in
Yep.
terms of like taking control of certain things.
yep,
Because like, what was it? Was it almost, dare I say, almost $1 trillion deal that Elon wanted to get Zuckerberg in on
Huh.
to get OpenAI?
really,
Yeah.
wow,
Which I think Mark decided not to because he wants to continue to build Meta. But it's like, that's the kind of money that people
Yes.
are talking about with this
Yep.
technology.
oh yeah,
Because it's like, it's streamlining so many different parts of our lives.
yep. I know there's a coal-fired plant back in Pennsylvania where Dr. Wells is from, and they just took down the cooling towers, and then they're going to repurpose it all for natural gas, and it is exclusively going to produce power for an AI server farm out in Pennsylvania
Really?
in the gigawatts. Crazy. Like you could power, a small town with that easily, and it's
Yes.
all going to go to this AI server farm.
1.21 gigawatts.
It's like good night.
21.
Crazy.
Yeah, I definitely like when you contemplate the amount of storage that Google/YouTube has to utilize. Like we take for granted, like you look at any other video hosting site and they're like, you have to pay like $20 if you want like 10 gigabytes per week upload limit
Yeah.
on Vimeo and all
Yeah.
that stuff. And then like YouTube's like, upload it.
Just do it.
Just do it. It's on here.
Yep.
Like we'll compress it, but like you just uploaded a 10 gig. These
Yeah.
are like 15 to 17 gigabyte videos,
Dang. It's a ton of data.
and like it compresses it down
Sure.
a lot, as best it can. But like at the same time, it's like you contemplate like their storage facilities and all that has to go into managing that, and
Yeah.
like the fact that like I have MySpace videos on my account that I can't access anymore because they're just literally gone from their servers.
yeah.
Like MySpace videos from 2007, just like personal little things I uploaded
Yeah.
of like family, they're
Gone.
just gone on there.
Yep.
I can't load them anymore.
Yep.
And meanwhile on YouTube, it's like I can go back to my first videos and they're just still there.
Yeah. I have family videos uploaded years ago.
Mhm.
So I'm like, well,
Mm-hmm.
it's free.
When they're
I'll
like
just-
toddlers.
yeah, and it's all private,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the amount of work that takes and like the amount of, I can't even think, like fathom how many like terabytes, petabytes of
Yep.
data
Yep.
that YouTube has
Yep.
to maintain all the time
It's insane.
in like air conditioned facilities.
Yep.
And so like if YouTube can do that, then it's like of course they're going to do that for AI, where it's like the amount of people using it is the problem right now.
Yes.
And it's like we just need to like balloon this up to match.
Right.
Which they're going to get the money to do that
Yep.
sooner rather than later. We've seen the speed at which it's growing.
Right. And now it's kind of I've heard it described as like, is it a race to the top or a race to the bottom? Kind of depends on how you feel about AI.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we're basically trying to out-compete China right now.
hmm
And I think whoever gets there first is really going to dominate. And because if it falls into the wrong hands, like you could probably topple governments
Yes.
and maybe even countries with it
Yes.
if you do it right.
Yes.
The propaganda you can produce and all that stuff. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
So I think you just have to get into the race, whether you like AI or not, and then deal with it down the road.
Like for me personally, like me using it to be like, I just want to better myself,
Yeah.
so that I hopefully don't have to like need it
Right.
in the future.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be smart with it is
Yeah.
the thing, and use it in a positive way,
Right.
in a like a edifying, like building up kind of
Yeah.
way, not like I just want to make my life simpler,
Yeah.
I guess.
And I think, there was fears even when the internet came around, right? And then there's fears when Google came around. It's like, well, what about encyclopedias? Well, what about encyclopedias? I'm not going to have the Encyclopedia Britannica taking up shelf space in my
It's the horse and
house.
buggy argument
Yeah.
for cars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And industries changed. All those people still had jobs. It just looked different. And there's probably a lot more jobs after that anyway.
Sure.
It just, you weren't making spoked, wood wheels anymore. We didn't need the horses because we had a gas-powered engine, but the whole thing, blew up. So I think AI will be similar. I do think it's probably going to replace some jobs, but I think early on, if companies don't adopt it and use it, their competition will.
Yes.
And then they'll have the upper hand. And so I think, like with any tool, Google, the internet, whatever you want to, use it as the tool, use it for what you need to, stay competitive. And then, yeah, at some point, graphic designers, they're probably going to have to really master all the AI tools, start using those tools to do what they're doing and do it even better to stay competitive. Because I don't see graphic designers just, oh, we don't need them anymore because AI can just produce blah, blah, blah. I think you're still going to have talented, trained people with artistic flair to continue to guide it.
One of the things, going back to the indie game dev people
Yeah.
that they talked about, is like, one of them that I watch, he's made a few games now. He's actually a Christian. Felicity's played a couple of his games, and she really likes them. They're very... What games are these? Pinstripe and Neversong. They're just like small little indie platformers. They got like really nice stories. He does the music for them himself too.
Yeah.
And he just lives like in his own little quiet house out in like South or North Carolina with his like wife and 2 kids.
Yeah.
They're like he bought like a little plot of land like in the woods, and he's like building his own little like cottage house out there.
That's cool.
He's working on his 3rd game now, and he does the YouTube stuff and does a lot of like interviews with other game developers too.
Yeah.
To kind of like pick their minds and be like, it's like, how do you feel about this kind of stuff that's happening? And one of the questions that he like will pose to them is about like the AI art and using that in games. And he posits that like it can be very helpful for like concept art.
Yeah.
So it's like, push me like in a good direction,
Yeah.
and then I'll finish the job as a human.
It's like inspiration, and then
Yeah.
it's kind of like
Yeah. It's like I could see that being okay in that sense, but like I think when it comes to the creative stuff,
Yeah.
like I don't think that it can get all the way there. I think humans have to kind of take as much as you want to take from it, and then like mold it yourself into
Right.
the final product.
Right.
Whereas with like coding, that's just like ones and zeros. That's left brain
Yeah.
like mathematics.
Right.
I don't need a human to do the mathematics if they're just these binary answers.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's where, like, Meta, I think Zuckerberg said that, like, 75% of the coding is now done by AI. But there's some coding and creative coding and thinking outside the box, something that's never been done before. Like, AI is just not there. Don't know if it'll ever be there. But just for, like, grunt coding, it's great for that. Because that's just, you could hire someone right out of college and just have them sit in a cubicle and do that.
Yes.
Right. Yeah,
then
it's
it's like-
interesting.
But then it's like, that's maybe a waste of your money and maybe a waste of their time.
Yeah, exactly.
It's hard to tell, like, because people say that, like, oh, industries change. It's like, yeah, that's true, but we can't measure whether, like, industry changing every single time is a good thing and we can adapt every single time.
Right.
That's not necessarily true from the fact that it has been in the past. So when it comes to AI, like taking her jobs,
Yeah.
it's like you then have to have like jobs that replace that, a work field that is replaced by another work field.
Yeah.
And it seems like AI is almost like eliminating work fields, and I don't see it replacing a lot of them. That's kind of my concern.
Interesting, yeah.
Because it's like, oh, I can't work on repairing horse and buggies anymore, but I can go help build cars.
Right.
It's like, oh, I can't code anymore, now what?
That's a good point.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't know how much upkeep there is in like, because the thing is, like, oh, this thing that got eliminated, now you just work on the replacement that it, the thing that it put in that place. But it's like, it's not like coders are just going to be like, oh, okay, I'll go work on keeping up OpenAI's servers. Like, the amount of jobs you've eliminated in that aren't necessarily going to be completely replaced in the new sector.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's going to be weird.
It will be weird. That's why Andrew Yang and others are advocating for universal basic income. Because it's like at some point, especially in China, you're going to have billions of people that are not really needed anymore to do the things. But if we get to a place where AI with advanced robotics can manufacture just about everything, do it good and continue to do it better, and it's really produced a lot of wealth and quality of life, and then like, but I still think there's something about work, like people need to be able to apply themselves,
Yes.
be creative. Like you can't just like, you don't want to just get the government check and just sit around watching soap operas and
No.
eating Twinkies and
No.
thinking you're living your best life ever, because you're not.
Like when, to this day, having done this job for like, whatever, 3-4 years or so, when I have weeks where I have, like this last week, current week, I did no shoots. I had no shoot scheduled.
Yeah.
So it's been like a week off, and I've kind of been miserable.
Yeah.
Because like I don't treat it like a week off.
Yeah.
Because it's just I didn't have any shoots. It's like I'm still kind of in like attentive work mode.
But it wasn't a planned week where I'm going to go to the cabin
Yep.
and work on my book or something.
Yep.
It's just like, oh, I don't have any shoots this week.
So it's like I'll sit around and maybe do some stuff, but I feel like I'm wasting my time. It's
Yeah.
like I could be doing other things. And so it's like yesterday I went and had lunch with Pastor Sam
Nice.
from Monument.
Yeah.
We chatted. That was really nice. And I was even telling him, like, man, as I'm getting older, like I want to do this kind of stuff more where I'm just like, as the kids are growing older and I have more time, it's like meet with other people. And,
Absolutely.
so like I was really happy about today being able to come out here.
Yeah.
It's like I am introverted and do like being alone, but at the same time, like I can get stir crazy
Yes.
not doing something productive,
Yep.
especially if I'm not prepared for it.
Right.
So, yeah, that is something that concerns me because people really want that like utopia life of just like, oh, I not having to worry about like, everyone can live in luxury. It's
Yep.
like I don't think humans are
Sounds-
in the place to handle that.
Sounds a little dystopian.
What?
I just take my soma and
Yeah.
sleep with whoever I want, never have to work. It's like,
I feel like the socialist and Marxist ideals like wanted to go in that direction, and they were hitting a wall that they weren't realizing they were hitting
yeah.
with the human condition.
Yes.
And it's just like I don't think we can get there on this side
Right.
of eternity. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, even with like the homeless plight, just always, poverty's actually the natural human condition, which is an interesting concept.
Yeah.
If you don't do anything, you will have poverty. So you have to actually do stuff to not have poverty. So when you think of like the homeless, there's the Dove Fund in New York. New York City, I don't know if they're still doing it or not, but part of that is like, we're going to help you lift yourself out of your situation, but you got to like be clean. So every day you show up to the homeless shelter, you can't be high. And if not, then we're going to give you a bucket. And you can push your bucket around New York City and pick up trash. And we'll pay you for it, but it's going to go into a fund. You'll get a little bit of it for yourself. A lot of it's saved. And then if you stay clean, now you get like a cot with covering you're housed, if you will. And then it continues to go up from there. But if you mess up, you get high or whatever, they take your work away. So the dignity of work is the apple or the carrot, if you will.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
And then the guys will harass, oh, what happened, man? Oh, I got high. So, dude, where's your bucket? Oh, I lost my bucket. Well, hopefully next week I can get it back. Because there's a ton of dignity and self-worth that's built into like, I'm doing something I'm producing, even though you're just picking up trash, you're still
Yeah.
a producer, and I'm not a moocher, if
Yeah.
you will, like Ayn Rand talks about. It's like, all right, now I'm actually a productive member of society, even though it doesn't seem, glorious and fancy, but it's so important. And when people don't have that, it really messes with your psyche.
Which people make the case that like, oh, video games are, making people lazy or whatever, and it's like, well, in a way, I think video games offer that kind of step up, going up the ladder in life dopamine that's kind of built into us, but
Yes.
even in the most like simple, mindless, mundane games, like Fall Guys or anything like that,
Yeah.
that's just like very kind of bright and colorful, it has that same loop of achieve something
Yes.
and you get something.
Yes.
But if you just stand still, you're going to be the last person and you'll be eliminated.
Right.
And so like even the people who like play games and love to do it because like they can get that dopamine and feel that without actually having to do it in real life, they can do it in the comfort of their own quiet dark room.
They're still doing it.
They're still doing it.
Yes.
And like you just cannot divorce that from the human condition at all,
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yep.
And people don't seem to realize it. Because like when you were saying that to me, in my mind I was thinking like, oh, the socialists and everyone on the left would like hate that kind of thing because they're like anti-work.
Right.
It's like you shouldn't have to work for that stuff. But like on the other side, I'm thinking like, oh, that's a really nice like safety net to like push people who have these dispositions that are not so great into the correct direction.
Yeah.
And it seems crazy that that kind of thing would be controversial.
And I think, to your point too, I think it's, you have to understand the human condition and human nature. Otherwise, your solution is going to be ill-fitted.
I think it's just people think they can change it.
Well, that's Marxism. They believe human nature can be changed. You could actually socially engineer people out of sin, out of crime,
Yeah.
out of all of that. And I flat disagree. Our founding fathers disagreed with that philosophy. They were more of the Greek philosophy of like human nature doesn't change. Now you can have people do better and better, right? But that's not nature change. That's not their nature to change. It's the human condition's always been the human condition, and the motivations are always the same. They might look a little bit different, but there still has to be, like you said, the dopamine hits. Like, I produced something, I created something, I did a thing, and that's really rewarding to me, even if it's just a video game. You can't take that away.
Which I think that's kind of like the bedrock of that debate.
Yeah.
Because once you get there, you can't really stay in that realm anymore. You have to shift to like the metaphysical, religious debate.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like, okay, neither of us can necessarily prove that the human condition can or can't be changed unless we're talking about like our nature.
Yes.
And when we're talking about our nature, it matters where we came from.
Yes.
And so then the discussion has to change,
Right.
which is tricky to navigate with people.
It is tricky.
'Cause it's like people act like politics and religion are separate when it's like they're so, like one informs the other.
Absolutely.
No matter whether you have one or not,
Yes.
whether you're religious or a-religious, like
Yeah.
that's going to inform how you view how the world should be structured.
Right. Whether you're an atheist or the preacher at the church down the street.
Yeah. That has to be part of the conversation, whether we
Yeah.
like it or not.
Yep. Agreed.
I was when we were playing I was playing with my friends one time. We were just playing. We just play these games all together. And Miguel brought up a good point when we were playing this. He's like, I like how we go to our jobs and we work, and then we come home, we play video games, and we just do more jobs in the game.
Yeah.
We'll play DRG or Sea of Thieves, and in those games you're you have to go out, go get something, and,
menial tasks.
Yes, yes. It's like all right, we gotta go get all these flowers or something, or we have to mine this certain type of ore
Before it's dark and the creepers come out.
Yes, and then we gotta leave, and it's we have to I'm like, this is just work.
It's all work.
You leave your grocery store job to go work in the mines with your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's it's not physically laborsome, but it's just there's a part of it that's just like a lot of games are almost just work in a sense. You know, you're just kind of doing jobs and stuff. So.
Yeah, and like on every level, because like you think of like the immediate action games.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you're presented with a challenge. Like you now see an opponent who's going to kill the other first.
Right.
Fight for survival in that sense.
Yeah, like there's your challenge. Or it's a point-and-click adventure mystery game, and
Yeah.
like you're thinking through your
Right.
challenge.
Yeah.
It's like a game is always like by nature a challenge.
Yeah, problem solving,
Mhm.
creating things that you might need to create, or you gather things that you need to gather
Yeah.
to do the
And
thing.
I'm of the opinion that pretty much everyone enjoys games in some capacity.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be video games. It can be a Sudoku,
Could be
a
Yahtzee.
crossword, anything.
Yahtzee's a lot of work.
Yes,
You have to do the maths.
but like people love games,
yeah.
and like I find
Throughout
that
history,
I find that yes,
Native Americans, all kinds of games.
yeah,
Yep.
it's fascinating stuff.
Yeah. And I think that's why capitalism is the only moral, economic, and social system that really works, because it understands human nature. It's two people that have different skills, but they're producing, they're creating, and now we want to exchange in a win-win scenario. You're raising chickens, I'm raising mangoes. You want some mangoes, I got them, you got chickens, but you might be like, I actually don't want mangoes. Well, shoot. Well, what if we had currency, some coins or something that could represent all the things? It's like bartering, right? Well, instead of me giving you the mangoes, we'll just do this coin thing, so then you can go and get the bananas because you like bananas better than the mangoes.
We'll call it fiat because it's a fun word.
Yes. But like that's at the root of it, that's capitalism. It's the free exchange of ideas, of currencies, or of production, or what have you. But I think again, in the heart of man is we want to produce, we want to create, we want to do these things, and there are always going to be some people in society that just aren't able to do that. Severe handicap,
Yes.
mental issues, whatever, and so that's why we have these social safety nets, which I think is appropriate. But when we start to take and put everyone on the social safety nets, and it's like, oh, you're going to get your disability and just sit around the house.
The nets are too big.
Yes. When 33% of Coloradans are on Medicaid, it's like that's not what it was designed for. But we also need to make insurance cheap enough, like especially catastrophic, that almost everyone could afford that, and when
Right.
we don't need
Right.
the large social safety net that's absolutely destroying Colorado. Like it's growing by like $100 million a year. It's unsustainable. Like that road, there's a cliff, and it's coming up. I mean, we're in a $1 billion deficit in Colorado right now, and it's mostly because of Medicaid, and then a bunch of government spending, and 1,200 new government employees in Colorado in the last 4 years. All that kind of stuff feeds into it, but. Long story
I
short.
say while I'm sitting on my crazy Colorado child tax credit that just showed up in my bank account.
Yep. And some of that you can't completely divorce from. I mean, yeah, if you wanted to, live off the grid and not be part of the system, and grow my own potatoes, and what's that
like-
guy? There's a guy who's on Joe Rogan. He's got the big beard. He's kind of a scraggly beard. He's former military.
That doesn't narrow
He's
it
hunting
down.
squirrels somewhere in Tennessee, Appalachian Mountains, but he's trying to do that, but at the same time, he's just like got to still work within the system we have too. So,
Exactly. That's the rub.
yeah, that's the rub.
Living in a like post-industrial revolution, post-internet age is unprecedented. Like I've said this so many times.
Yeah.
Unprecedented. And like the old ways don't completely work anymore. And in some ways that's kind of scary,
Yeah,
but like I have faith, so I'm not concerned.
and there's only so much you can do about it anyway. Listening to Eric Weinstein on Dark Horse podcast, he freaks me out all the time. He'll have a guy on talking about solar flares. He's like,
Yeah.
one big solar flare, we're
Yep.
done.
Yep.
The entire
Cooked.
grid goes down, all the transformers are blown. It takes a year to build a transformer. He's like, we're done.
Yep.
We need to be insulating those. We need to be insulating the grid, the cables.
Yep.
He's like, we haven't done any of that. Most of our grid's like 50 years old.
Yeah.
He's like, if there's no electricity, all the perishable food at the grocery store will be gone in 2 days.
Yeah.
And then if there's no electricity, how are you gonna pump the milk from the cows in the large production, milk farms? I mean, just really fast for dark ages. It's how do you prepare for
Book
that?
of Eli all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, heaven forbid something like that happens, but
And it's like that needs to be a priority in the government. You
Yeah.
know, like if there's anything that we're like budgeting for,
It's not exciting. It's not sexy.
but it's
You don't get anything from it.
but it's probably the smartest thing we could do.
Yes.
Self-preservation.
Which again, like like I said, I have faith.
Yeah.
So like I'm not scared of what will or won't happen because I trust God.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, what are we doing?
Right.
What are we doing?
Even if you had a generator, it's like, how are you going to pump the gas when the gas pump doesn't work? You know, and that gas will be gone in no time. So the guy hunting the squirrels, he's like, well, all the deer are going to be gone really quick, which is like Book of Eli. So
Oh,
he's
really?
out hunting cats
Take what you can get.
and squirrels. So you need to be able to hunt the Native Americans. They mostly hunted small animals. So a lot of the arrowheads they find are really small arrowheads because they're almost like little darts.
They don't want to like destroy the rabbit with a huge arrowhead or something,
Right.
you know? Like they need
Ruin
to keep
the
most of
meat.
it.
And you
Yeah.
don't need to spend that much time taking a piece of
obsidian or
Yeah.
something.
obsidian,
Yeah.
Using too much.
huge arrowhead that'll probably break when it goes through the rabbit and hits the rock on the other side. So again, conserving your resources. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's like to protect against that, like you can do as much as you can, but then when push comes to shove, like there might be people come like knocking on your door
Absolutely.
who are like, I see you have a chicken.
Yep. It's a nice house you have there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, see here's where you write a pilot for a TV show.
There you go.
It's like the hungry militia
Yeah.
of people who weren't prepared take on the farmer
Right.
who's up on the hill in the mountains with chickens and
They're
cows.
about ready to violate all of his rights.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why the Second Amendment is so important, because like you need to be able to protect yourself and your family. It's not about the guns. It's about your right to protect yourself and your family. But again, I mean, how much ammunition can you hoard? And there's just so many things. And very few people. I mean, if you're Zuckerberg, yeah, you can build a McMansion in Hawaii with a bunker, which he's admitted to,
Yeah.
with a tunnel that goes to another facility. It's like, not all of us can do that.
No.
You know?
No.
The billionaires can, but
Which like, again, that's scary for a lot of people. Thankfully, not for me.
yeah.
But like, man, that's a grim future to contemplate.
And yet, you know, mankind's come this far. I mean, I don't know as far as like meteorites hitting the planet and how many humans that took out, but we've gone through
Against all odds.
we've gone through a lot, and God, He has us here for a reason. I mean, we're His people. We're His most unique creation yet.
And we're thriving in a way that has not really happened in the past, as far as we can tell. I mean, I don't know how much credence to give to like the Joe Rogan hypothesis of like, oh, the Egyptians had, you know, technology like we did. It just got destroyed and we reset or something, you know.
I don't know. It's an interesting conversation, the whole Younger Dryas, you know, cataclysm
Yeah.
hypothesis. I mean, it looks like it's, you know, it was a possibility that maybe there was a technologically advanced civilization before that died out, but then whether that's angelic or Nephilim technology, and then some of them brought it back, because almost every culture has a story of like someone came from the sea and showed us how to do agriculture. Someone came from the sea and showed us, you know, metallurgy. It's like
Came from the sea.
so many
Wendigoon
cultures.
talked about that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, isn't this one of his conspiracy icebergs?
Showed up on a boat.
Yeah, it was like the weird sea people that like come up, and there's a lot of like theories of that those were the Atlanteans and stuff.
Or the
or
star
whatever.
people that the
Yeah.
Anasazi talked about. The star people came in and showed them how to do stuff.
Yeah.
What is that? Then you get into like ancient alien theory, and they seeded the planet, and I don't buy any of that.
Right.
I think it was other stuff.
I mean, there's definitely knowledge that has been lost.
yeah.
There's civilizations that like made some good progress, but either didn't catalog it well or preserve it well.
Like NASA, apparently all the technology
Library
they
of
had to get us to the
Alexandria.
moon is gone now.
Really?
Yeah, they've lost it all. So that's why
Well, that's because we never went there.
that's why we
Anyway.
can't get back to the moon.
Yeah. The Holocaust happened on the moon, which doesn't exist, by the way.
And there's
There's
lizard
a-
people on the
There's
moon.
a face on the moon actually.
And the Chinese
It's made
are
of cheese.
Chinese are mining on the dark side of the moon currently.
It's actually a big egg.
The moon is a big egg.
Yeah, it's a big
Is
egg.
it gonna hatch?
I don't know.
Oh, that sounds like a Japanese like manga.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like Junji Ito horror thing, like the moon hatches and
Sort
it's
of
a
eldritch horror.
big dragon in
Yeah.
space.
Or
It's actually a mirror image of the Earth too. Have you seen that?
the moon. Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
take the layout of the Earth and you like rotate it, flatten it out, and it's basically you put that in and it matches the moon perfectly for
Like with
all
all
the
the
dark
craters
areas
and-
and the
yeah.
craters. And it's wild.
It looks, yeah, it's kind of weird. There's also a really random theory of like, I don't know if you guys seen some of the. It's either a moon on next to Jupiter or Saturn, but there's like this moon with this huge like, looks like a talon mark on it. It looks like a huge talon that just grabbed it or something. It's probably like just the geography of it or whatever, but it looks like there's a big old like talon mark on the moon.
Some big Lovecraft god.
Yeah.
Put it in our
Yeah,
galaxy.
yeah. Here you go. You get the Jupiter gets this one.
Currently trying to read through or listen through Timothy Alberino's book. I can't think of what it's called, but he gets into some wild stuff. It's a little wild for me, but he talks about he thinks that there was like a angelic war on a different planet before God even created humans. That was like the first incursion, and that they had like technology and vehicles, and it's a little out there.
That sounds like C.S. Lewis's space trilogy a little bit.
He mentions that a lot in his book.
Yeah.
And there's another C.S. Lewis book that goes into some of that stuff too. There's another book I've never read it, but so I think even he was kind of getting into some of that stuff.
I mean, I wouldn't. It wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
so much out there we don't know.
I'd be like, as soon as I get to heaven, I'm like, okay,
What's up?
God, everything was a mystery box.
Yes.
Can you please explain the season finale
Yes.
for me?
And the church and the Messiah was the biggest mystery box, hidden from everybody. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Have you guys watched The Chosen? Have you worked your way through
No,
that?
no. I'm kind of waiting for it to finish to
Yeah.
see like if it maintains quality.
Yeah. Highly recommended. The quality gets better as it goes. I think the budget.
I know they're working up to the final stuff, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it just up to his crucifixion?
We're in season 5 now, which is the Last Supper. The whole season
Okay.
is the
Oh, man.
Last Supper.
Yeah.
But every episode, you're just like tissues, especially when he's like healing people and just how he meets people.
I've
where
heard the
they're at.
acting is really good.
Incredible. Still, for me, the best episode is Mary Magdalene, which is the first episode,
Yeah.
and how he calls her by name. Just
Really good.
so cool.
Jonathan's a great actor.
Man, he's
I love
good.
him.
He was broke. That was like his last
Yeah.
chance at something. He went for it, and they're like, "Yep, you're our guy."
Regardless of like any kind of pitfalls that the show has had, because I know like some people have like criticized Dallas for being like, it's not the Mormons' Jesus, stuff like that.
They take a lot of liberty.
Yeah, which I know he said like this isn't meant to be a replacement for the Bible. It's meant to be like a Netflix style
Yeah.
drama, which
Yeah.
like I get that. But like you can tell that like God has had his hand in this.
Yes, absolutely.
Like the spread that it's had,
Yeah.
the positive like changes it's had on people.
Unparalleled by anything else. I mean, the Jesus movie back in the 80s, I think, was kind of the first rendition of that. It was poorly.
There's been
cringy.
countless bad Jesus
Yep.
movies.
Yep.
Like there's just like phoned in, like no heart behind them at all.
Yep.
And then this comes along. It's like you can tell people actually care
Yep.
to make like some actually good art.
Yep.
And
And House of David, also highly recommended.
House of David.
House of David. It's. I think they're gonna have. I think they got greenlit for. What was that? I think he got greenlit for another season, but it just follows King David from a child.
Is this Angel Studios as well? Because that's the Chosen production.
I don't
right?
think so. I think this is legit like Prime TV.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I need to look into. I don't know who's all behind it, but really well done. Fairly graphic.
Which to be
The
expected.
Goliath scene, freaking badass.
Nice.
Yeah. Really well done. And they go into like the falling of the angels from heaven. They like stylize it, and then the Nephilim and
All the stuff you
Goliath
read
and
up.
his brothers hiding out in a cave. and then they get recruited to help the Philistines. It's like really cool. Like they take some liberties, but it's like
That's the kind of stuff
it's up
like,
my alley.
you slurp that stuff
Oh
up.
yeah. And it's like, which is interesting. It's like, man, it's almost like they like, which Michael Heiser's passed now, but it's almost like he
Kind of left a little bit of a
he
influence?
influenced someone
Yeah.
that influenced that series. Yeah, but just really well done, because that's like even John Cox at church. He says like so tired of just all the praise and worship music and all
Yep.
that stuff. And for me, that was all the Jesus movies, all the trying to do. It's just like for Christians that are actually like, we take this stuff seriously. It's so cringy.
Christian
And when you see
is-
something produced well, it's like yes,
Christian is the best noun and the worst adjective.
yes, absolutely.
It's true.
Have you seen that new Christian movie? No. Oh. No.
Yeah. Christian rock, same
Mm.
thing.
Bloodgood, Whiteheart, Striper.
Man,
Yeah.
there was a surprising amount of like Christian like prog rock in the 70s
Oh. Interesting.
that I've kind of come across.
Yeah.
And then like a surprising amount of Christian metal too,
Yeah.
which is like that's kind of weird.
It's almost an oxymoron, but
Yeah.
it works for a lot of people,
I know.
including Aaron Thomas.
Aaron Thomas, yeah, he likes some
Even his
Demon Hunter.
Demon Hunter. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely not my thing, but
What kind of music does Aiden like? Is he much of a music guy?
He is.
Have you indoctrinated him into the ways?
Like, yes and no. I think he's just like, he's kind of found what he likes, and I think he likes what he likes, and that's kind of it, you know.
He kind of doesn't care.
I don't think that's a bad thing. He doesn't. I'm not saying. I don't think he has a bad taste in music by any means. He likes. Listens to a lot of Josh Garrels. He's a.
Bailey likes Josh Girls.
Yeah. He listens to Fleet Foxes. He likes Fleet Foxes. We'll share some stuff. I mean, we both like 21 Pilots and stuff. You know, we share that.
You guys went to the concert together, right?
Yeah, we've been to 2 concerts together. And I'm trying to think of what else he listens to. I haven't, I guess, like touched base with him in music wise a lot recently.
is there
you
any
should
good
just-
Christian music right now, like other than like the praise and worship stuff? Like when I was younger, it was like, you know, Sixpence,
Yeah. Jars of Clay.
Stars of Clay.
He
They
likes
produced
Jars of
really good
Clay
stuff.
before they got kind of wild.
The early Jars of Clay was good.
Yep.
Good Sixpence as well. I don't know. There's been a lot of like good indie Christian artists. Like, well, I played that one on one episode,
Oh yeah.
Marathon Days.
Yep.
I had the huge rock climax at the
Yeah.
end. And he's coming out with like he's still putting out music, like his stuff. I would say
It's not like any good bands. There's just like people. There's like artists that like.
Yeah.
yeah. There's a guy named David Eugene Edwards who he did some music under the name 16 Horsepower.
Okay.
And also did some under the name Woven Hand, and it's like gothic country. It's like dark, like
Interesting.
Americana kind of stuff, but like
It's kinda cool.
very Christian.
Huh.
I haven't dove into all of his stuff yet, but like even in the secular world, people like those
Yeah.
albums. So there's that, and then what's his name? John Mark McMillan. He's a guy who like kind of collaborates with a lot of other bigger artists.
Yeah.
You know, people like John Foreman and stuff
Yeah.
like that. He does largely solo stuff, but he's not afraid to get kind of like weird and
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
And I also like, you know, like there's something to be said about like Rich Mullins and Keith Green
Oh yeah.
and like all
He's
that.
been popping back up on my feeds. I don't know why. Yeah, Rich Mullins. That guy
Yeah,
is solid.
like he wrote a song just about the color green,
Yeah.
like praising God for the color green.
Yeah.
It's like we need more of that,
Yeah.
and not like my God is a roaring lion and
Yeah.
my spirit's on fire for him.
Yeah.
There's a time and place for that, but it's like
Sure.
that's
Not all the time.
so oversaturated.
So overdone.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think what's sad to me is that when I talk to other Christians, like they're not aware or not actively listening to like this other stuff.
Yeah.
It's like they're mainly just listening to like the worship stuff,
Yeah.
which like if you're doing it for worship, fine, but like that's not why I listen to music all the time.
Right.
Sometimes I just want to listen to a good song.
Yeah.
And sometimes I want it to be like about something related to my faith.
Yep.
And so like I'll reach for someone else in that realm.
Yeah.
But it seems like people just don't really have that drive to do so, which I guess it's fine, but it's just like there's a whole untapped world of good stuff.
Yeah.
It's just hard to find, sadly.
And it's also just feels disconnected anymore, and maybe that's okay, but the guy I follow on Instagram, he interviews a lot of musicians, he does like guitar lessons and stuff, can't remember his name, but he was chatting with someone the other day about, I might have already talked about this, just about how we had eras of music, and now that like MTV's not a thing anymore, like radio, the media kind of like
Yeah, we were talking about
creating
this.
eras of music, that's all kind of gone now.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, a lot of it's just indie, it's just independent, it's an artist, not a band.
Yeah.
You have to,
Or if it
you
is a
have to
band,
go
they'll
out
just
of your way to
post-
find
you have to
it.
go
It's
find
not
it.
in the culture.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like we're not in the grunge movement anymore. It's not
Like,
like R&B.
Everyone was listening to Jars of Clay,
Yeah,
and now you ask people like, "Do you still listen to Jars of Clay?" It's like they either don't know them or they're like, "Oh, no."
not in 20 years.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah.
It's like, man, I like listened to like Liquid and Flood, and it's like those are great songs.
They are. Yeah.
Cool stuff.
Yeah. Haven't thought of Jars of Clay in a long time.
Yeah, that first album, and Much Afraid.
Yep.
That's a really good one too. May I make a proposition? So I've been working on. I'm trying to finish my third album. I'm almost done with it, but I've been working on like a side project, which you may have seen me post about on Facebook, which is the music for prayer stuff.
Yeah.
So that artist that Marathon Days, I shared that song. He did an ambient album with a guy named Jeff Johnson who does other ambient stuff and like other Christian related like liturgical choral stuff.
Yep.
But like more in that, kind of slower paced ambient
Yeah.
kind of soundscapey stuff. And they did an ambient album together. And I would listen to that sometimes when I was praying, and it kind of helped like ground me and put
Yep.
me in a good like atmosphere for
I think
like
there's something to be said for that.
communion with God.
Yeah.
And it's like I didn't want words.
Yeah.
And that kind of inspired me to be like, I want to make like music that I would want to listen to when I'm praying.
Yeah.
And I immediately jumped to like, I want to make like different albums with different themes.
Yeah.
So like the one I'm working on now is called Living Water, and it's more like aquatic, and there's like
Yep.
wind and the ocean sounds
Yep.
on it. One of them is going to be called Refiner's Fire, and that's going to be a little more like intense.
Mhm.
And then one that's going to be like kind of like greener, more nature based.
Yeah.
And then I have maybe one or two other that I'm trying to workshop. But I just posted my third track from the Living Water one. And I was going to ask you if you wanted to play it.
Sure.
And you can. It's not like copyrighted or anything. It's not in any. It's just on the YouTube video.
We'll get a violation.
No, but you can like turn it up. It's short. The other ones were more long, but this one was meant to be more of like a. I don't know. I've been realizing that I don't want to take for granted praying to God where I don't speak.
Yeah.
Where like I just kind of bare my heart and I be close to Him.
Yeah.
And like He knows what I'm thinking. I can't put into words. Like times when I'm just having like a difficult time connecting with Him spiritually. I just want to be close to Him and like kind of bare my heart and just be present and not necessarily pray in like a communicating way.
Yep.
And that's sort of what this track was. It's a little bit shorter. It's like just under 5 minutes. And it's sort of meant to be like this feeling of like you're sailing on an ocean, you're approaching a storm, and then like you're in the storm, and you're just like clinging onto your boat, Truman Show style.
Yep.
But you know that God's got you, and then you come out of it at the end, and that's
Yeah.
kind of how the whole thing went down. So, if you want to, you have it.
Is it Storm Center?
It is Storm Center.
I'll play it.
You can play it at louder volume if you want, but I wanted to share this.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm really proud of how it came out. It's got like a little boat engine sound in there.
It's at 69 views right now.
Mm.
I like this.
Is it as loud as it can go?
I can go louder. This is as loud as it can go.
Okay, that's fine. It does get loud later, so
Yeah, I can turn it down a little bit too.
that's okay. It's got some guitar, some saxophone, harmonium. Not a real saxophone, but sax always helps a track, doesn't it?
We did a men's retreat several years ago called Men at the Cross, and they were really about bringing in different things and components to help you get into the state of prayer and worship. They had like little incense holders, and they burn whatever they put in, I don't know what it is, and then they put on music like this, and it really kind of puts you in a different state.
Cool.
And it was really cool. I think there's something to be said for kind of you get that a lot in Orthodoxy, right? It's like very structured. It's not, I wouldn't say rigid. But
It's intentional.
It's intentional, yeah. And so if you're going to pray, it's like, yeah, you could just pray with silence, or you could have like little incense burning, have something like this going on. It kind of takes your spirit into a different place.
That's like my whole point. With
Yes.
this. Yeah.
That's cool.
Is that one still on?
Yeah. Are you hearing it from that one?
I'm hearing it mostly from this one.
I'm hearing a lot from this
all right,
one.
that's fine.
Yeah. I like this. It's very ambient. Yeah.
Thank you. The other ones are much more like long form and peaceful, kind of meant to like last as long as you want to pray, sort of like close to or over 10 minutes. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I struggle to know like how active to make the songs. You know.
So you don't want too much to go on to distract you, but you also want. There needs to be something there too. I feel like there's a lot of times where it's like, I think silence is good, you know, to like just not have anything, and just kind of there. But like, I feel like with sometimes silence, it can be almost a little too loud, you know. There's like there's nothing. I feel like a lot of stuff like this is just like perfect. It's not too distracting, but it's like it's something that's there though, you know, and it kind of like takes you in that mindset. It kind of reminds me of a lot of like those like sleep playlists, you know, that music in. But like it's very comforting.
Not right now though. We're
No,
in the
not
store.
No, not right now. But I'm just saying like it's that feel though.
When you're listening to this with headphones, it's like all around you. It's pretty. It's great.
This could be Destiny.
I won't lie. It's like that kind of stuff is definitely like an inspiration for me.
Yeah, they have like a couple of those instrumentals on that the main album. I forgot what the name is, but you know, like the one that Inside Out song and stuff.
Yep.
I think it's like the
Stratosphere.
Yeah, I think it's like that first song or two. There's like those instrumentals that are a lot like this. It's just kind of that ambient, you know, sound where there's just a lot kind of going on, but it's also like very nice. So
now we're out of the store.
yeah,
It's still a little scary because it just went through it.
like you can follow the guitar. It kind of like follows a certain path, but everything else is just kind of ambient though, which is really nice.
Yeah. You gotta be sparse, but also keep things interesting enough to.
Just so it's just not noise, you know. This is good. I like this.
Thank you. Yeah, I recommend listening to it with good headphones because like the noise part just gets like nice and washy in your ears.
I actually need to get some good over-the-ear headphones. I just use earbuds a lot, but
Like honestly, like Apple, like earphones and like AirPods, they sound good.
yeah. I have some Bose like Quiet Comfort earbuds, and they're great, but they're like that 150, 170 range. So they're good, but it kind of depends on what you're listening to. But like I want some, I might get some over-ear ones.
You can get good ones for like just above like $50.
Oh really?
That'll last you a long time and they sound really good.
That's good.
You can put on one of the other ones just to see, like if you go in the comments, I should have the playlist linked, but you can like play one of the other ones just to, because the other two sound very similar tone-wise.
Would it be Ko-Fi or is that? Wait, hold on.
In the comments.
Oh, in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the other two are much more stripped back and chill.
Be washed.
Bewashed. Yeah. There's a Brian Eno song called Be Calmed, so it's a
Play off that.
it's an homage to that. Yeah, but these first two are much more like sparse.
Yeah, it's
And it's just kind of meant to like be something kind of introspective and nice and calm to. So it's like I said, with the fire one, I'm going to make it a little more intense to be like, this is something where you're praying, like when you're grieving or
messing, like something like that.
yeah, something like that. And then the nature one to just be a little more like even calmer than this. Like
Yeah.
it'd probably be much more clinical than this, where it's like you're just enjoying nature sounds, very sparse instruments, and kind of like a Garden of Eden vibe.
Yeah.
You know.
If you think about it, like, I mean, fire is very destructive, but it's also like life-giving, so it's very important.
Refiner's
Yeah,
fire.
yeah. So it's like it can be very intense, you know, and it's like the heat is intense, and like what fire can do is intense. And then I feel like the step down is like, you know, like the ocean. The ocean can be very calm, but it also can be very tumultuous. So it's like you can be very calm and very serene at some points, but it's like, but it's also a force of nature. But then when you're in the woods, and you're in nature, it's very, very calm.
Exactly.
There's
See, that's the stuff I like to explore with this thought process, because like with the water, like this one is like you just kind of like looking at the ocean.
yeah, you're on the shore. There's some
Chilling.
waves.
Yeah.
Maybe some clouds in the
The,
distance.
the next one's called Reflecting Pool, and that one's like a bit darker
yeah,
because it's almost like you're looking at the ocean and then you start thinking about yourself, and you're like
get a little
working through some internal stuff.
Yeah,
So I don't know how. That's the thing, is like I don't know how long to make these.
yeah.
It's like I've made 3 of these so far, and it's like I'm just gonna keep making them until I feel like I'm done, and then I'll post it. I haven't put them on Spotify yet, but
I think you should.
like this has, how many views does this have? It's
177.
yeah,
Yeah.
like that's like for a channel like mine that's largely like secular music reactions.
Yeah.
To get more than a handful of views on something means like people are coming back to this, or like the algorithm
Yeah.
is sending it to people.
Yeah.
Which is nice, but
I think there's a part of it that's like sometimes like with Wendigo when he talks about it, like when he covers like Bible stuff, like I don't think it gets as much traction as his other videos and stuff, but he likes them more because it's stuff that
yes, and he doesn't put any less effort into it.
no, they're like almost the same quality, and I mean to me they're like better because of the actual content that he's covering.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it's I feel like a lot of it's like it's a little sad. You're like this. I wish this was getting as much attention as this other stuff, but like it's also you kind of content. You're like I'm making this for this, you know, and whoever's able to find it, I'm just glad that they're able to find it.
Yeah, someone might come for something else and then find his other stuff too.
And when I had the idea to do this, I was like I felt like a motivation. Like when I was like praying, listening to that other album, and then thinking like, I kind of like to like, there's not enough music like this for Christians. Like something chill, no words, long form. You can just kind of be in the background while you pray. It's like that's kind of a spot that's missing. Like I'd like to have that.
Yeah.
So like I made the first 2 tracks like really quickly. And there's a little bit of a gap between that and making the third one, but the third one's definitely more like personal because it's like I put a lot of my own like
The Storm
Center
one,
yeah, because it's like I've been there before, and it's like this is something I wish I could listen to when I have those moments. And the fact that like people are listening and the algorithm seems to show it to some people is encouraging.
Yeah, that's
It's like I want to keep making it and like provide it for free.
right.
So like, I felt the spirit kind of behind me on it.
Nice.
So, but what do you guys think? Is it nice?
I like it.
I like it. Yeah.
Very reverby and washy and nice water sound.
Yeah.
in the back.
That's great.
I also like it's a challenge for me.
Yeah.
Because like I do make very like reverby music anyway, but like
I've never made something this strictly ambient and slow and long form.
Yeah.
Where it's like lingering on chords and notes for longer than I'm used to. And so that's been nice to broaden my creative horizons a little bit.
This is the only one you've made? You haven't made the fire or the nature one?
No. So it's just, this is the first one, and then reflecting, you can play a bit of reflecting pool if you want. I kind of dig how that one came out. That one was a little bit more active than I would have hoped, but I really like how all the parts came out. But I really like how all of them have turned out so far, and I'm eager to keep making more. But all of the instruments are fake. I just use I've been using the MIDI controller.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's actually really helped in making this kind of stuff. So
Glad.
very grateful for that.
Right.
But
Still got some random pieces of parts in the garage I need to get rid of.
yeah.
Did somebody buy the speakers?
Yeah, someone bought the speakers. I still have the little hand electric drum thing.
So have you been listing them on Marketplace? Yeah. And have people been picking them up?
So sold quite a bit of it when we had our yard sale because I listed it all again. Some people came by the yard sale to pick it up. Some people bought stuff at the yard sale, and then the rest I've got on consignment at Fruiterima, Fruita, that music store on James Smith.
Yeah.
So I've got the left-handed.
Yes. Is it the bass?
No, the bass.
Was it a Fender?
Yeah, it was a Fender. It's a Strat.
Was that the one where I was like, I really wish I could have this, but it's left-handed?
It's left-handed, brand new. It still has the stickers on it. Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
Riley, Johnny Greenworth uses a Strat. Or a
Really?
Telecaster, yeah.
Really?
Uses a Fender. It's killed me that I was left-handed.
Yeah.
That's funny. But you're left-handed.
No, the guitar is.
Oh, okay. I was like confused. I'm like,
We still have the bass out there. It's a decent little bass. I mean, I'm just do I hold on to the bass? I'm never gonna play it. All the ukes. We've sold probably half of the ukes so far.
Well, so it's an electric bass, right?
Electric bass, yeah.
I mean, if you can't sell it, and I don't have a
It's
bass.
been sitting there for months. So.
I don't know. At this point, my main thing is I need a better electric guitar.
Yeah.
Because I have a cheap hand-me-down from Haley's grandpa, so it comes from the 80s.
Ooh, yeah.
And it's just not well built. Switching anything on the switches, there's electrical interference that causes static to come through the cord and stuff like that. So, but
What brand is my electric again? You played it.
I don't remember. It's not commonly out, so I haven't seen it a whole lot. It sounds good though. Well built.
Pastor Tim could tell you all about it.
Okay.
Is it initials H&B or something? It's interesting. It's an underappreciated guitar. There was whoever made it. I don't think it's Fender, but whoever made it, the guy that designed the guitar, kind of ended up losing rights to the brand name, so I had to create these guitars under this other name for a while. So it's it's a decent guitar with decent components.
Yeah.
Certain people seek them out. I wish I could tell you more about it.
That's cool though. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
But I never played it at all, so I don't know. I mean, if you thought you could use it,
That's the problem. Is I don't want to take something notable off of someone else's hands if I'm not going to use it as often
yeah,
as they would.
right.
I'm torn. Because I would like to get a nicer guitar so that I can then maybe invest in some pedals.
Yep.
I have I think it's a Fender amp, which seems to I can't tell how much fault is the old guitar versus the old
Right.
amp, but it seems like a good amp.
It's like when the Pumpkins first started, one of their songs, there was a buzz.
Yeah.
It was the cheap guitar.
Yep.
Yeah. but they left it in because
it
it's
adds
like,
texture.
It adds texture.
Yeah.
But it was just a cheap guitar.
Yeah.
I've still got 2 amps in the garage too. I'm like, I'm not going to just sell those for nothing at the yard sale. You'd be welcome to check those out at any point, or if you want to take one home and try it and just see if it's different than
Compare.
Yeah, if you want to look at it. But, yeah, I think I'll be spending a couple $100 on that guitar.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm at a point in life where, like, I have a job that isn't sucking my soul
Yeah.
out through my eyes, and like I have the like mental clarity when I can utilize it to like contemplate like what I want to do, because I would love to make a living off of art.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's books, music, writing, anything. And so like the thought of being able to like play music and make money off of it, play it live in some capacity, it's like that is attractive to me in some capacity.
Yeah.
But it's like, how, like, do I go down that road piece by piece, or do I like take opportunities where I can, where like people are offering to like let me use gear or something? I don't know. It's something that's hard for me to contemplate when I'm like staring at it as a possibility.
Yeah.
Being like, how much, you know, that's kind of a thing I want God to lead me into.
Right.
It's like, is that something I want to pursue?
Yeah.
That's something I've felt in the last year or two, is like feeling kind of at a crossroads.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I know I don't want to take photos of houses the rest of my life.
Right.
But I don't know what I want to do aside from that.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of things I'd love to do, but like, I want it to get traction before I actually like pursue it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I get it.
I like this. I put a there's a nerdy thing. I put like a high pass or a high cut filter on the EQ, so only the low frequencies are coming through. So it sounds really muffled, like it's underwater, and then it will slowly come back out.
This might be kind of a dumb.
A little C418, you know?
Yes, this is very like. I feel like the first one was like almost like kind of Kid A-ish, like
Sure.
like well not the song but like the album, you know. It kind of gave me that that feeling, and this one's like C418 feel and stuff.
I mean, I can't deny that he's an inspiration.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
listening to some of the Minecraft songs, like that's straight up like impressionism composing.
Yeah.
Like Debussy and Ravel, like old like French impressionistic composers. They're like the things he did on piano.
Yeah,
It's like that's straight out of like Claire de Lune and stuff like that.
I could pray to some C418 there. It's like
I could too.
yeah, it's so easy and it's so
I've listened to like Clark and Wet Hands to
Yep.
like help me like calm down.
yes.
Which sounds a little cringe to say,
But it's like-
it's a very like, talk about like nature.
Yeah.
You know, like when those songs come on when you're playing, it just like it puts you in a different place.
Yeah, it gets you. This might be kind of a dumb comparison, but have you seen the new Puss in Boots movie? The
Last
animated
Wish?
one? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's this one song, the scene where Puss is having like a panic attack and he's talking to the dog about like how he like missed the wedding and stuff. There's that song that plays there. It's called Therapy Dog, and I found it because I was like, this is really like when I was in the theater, I'm like, this is really good. It's a very soft song. It's just some acoustic guitar.
I don't remember that.
I could play it. It's kind of reminding me of this. It's very like, it's so weird because it's like, yeah, it's out of a Puss in Boots movie, but it's just so like, it's just so calming. It's only a minute long too. It's like the shortest song.
I don't remember this at all.
I mean, they're talking during the scene, so it's like you can't really like hear it very well. But
Okay.
when I was listening to it, when I was like watching the scene, I was like, oh man, this is like really nice.
It's just like a simple like little
Yeah.
synth pad in the back and then some guitar over the top.
And that's literally it.
That's all you need. Nice.
Yeah, it's just very, very calming and stuff.
That's good.
Yeah.
Have you seen Flow?
No, actually want to watch it. I've heard it was like really good.
We watched it with the kids, and it stressed the younger ones out like nothing else.
Really?
Yeah. So, because it's a
Because I know it's like about like there's no dialogue, and I know it's about
No.
a cat and some other
it's
animals.
just animals. Yeah.
And there's like it's kind of like not post-apocalyptic, but there's not really any humans around now.
Yeah. Gosh, I can't remember what. It's some country in Europe. I can look it up. It's the second movie from this guy, and I think it was all made in Blender.
Really?
Yeah, which is like a program that Latvia. That's what it is.
Huh.
Like a program that people use to like build models for video games.
Huh.
And like that's what all of the stuff was made in. But it was like, you know how like at the beginning of a movie it shows like all the production logos?
Yeah.
You know, like Universal or TriStone or whatever, Weinstein Company. There was like 10 at least that popped up before the movie, and when I was looking up the movie on Wikipedia afterwards, it was like 3 different countries helped produce it.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm wondering if it's like some kind of like government-funded art program thing that the creator used to like be like, hey, I want to get funding for this movie, and I'm going to use every like government-funded art fund I can use to help make it.
Yeah.
And so went through like 2 other countries and a bunch of production names to do it.
Uh-huh.
Because there's like 10 logos that pop up before the movie starts, yeah. But it's like super minimal, no talking, it's all like visual storytelling. But it has that kind of like ethereal, mysterious atmosphere to it. That like when I think of The Last Wish, it's like it seemed like a more mature
version
type of The Last Wish seemed like a more like it had no right to be that good for being a Puss in Boots sequel.
Yes.
And it's because like you could tell that the people creating it were actually like caring about what they were making. And it had that like there were action scenes, but it had that like slowness to it, and like it explored the characters a little bit.
Yeah.
And Flow does the same thing.
Yeah.
But like because there's no talking, like there's a scene where like a flood comes into a forest, and the cat's like swept away and is trying like to claw back up onto like branches to not drown, and Violet was like running out of the room because it's like couldn't handle it. It's more that we just like don't show them enough movies.
Yeah.
And they're not used to like
things happening,
action and drama.
Yeah.
Violet, Felicity really liked it. No one really liked it. But similar thing with The Last Wish, where it's like it seems like a kids movie, but like adults can get something out of the more like mature stuff that's happening in it.
Yeah.
And it won the Academy Award.
Yeah.
For animated movie.
Great animated movie.
So
I will always sing animated, like any sort of animation praises. I love animation. You know.
I mean, there's something to be said for like because you have like unlimited creative potential.
You can do anything.
You can make any like you don't have to build a set.
Yeah.
You don't have to like hire the right actor. You can just build the actor the way you want them to look and get the right voice for it. And then it's like you think of like the Spider-Verse movies and like you imagine how much that would cost to make as a live action.
How are you going to make the Super Collider scene live action, you know?
And they used their artistic liberties in the animation to show it in like a stylistic way.
Yeah. Yeah.
To give it more of like a personality.
Yeah.
So what are we at?
So the guitar is G&L Fallout tribute guitar.
Like
so it
3 hours.
was Leo
3.5
Fender.
So say it again.
So the guitar I have is a G&L Fallout tribute.
G&L Fallout tribute.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Leo Fender, for a while had to make that guitar under different label. We lost rights to Fender, and so it's a Fender, kind of like a Tele, I guess you'd compare it to that,
Okay.
for a fraction of the price.
Wow.
So a lot of people are like, for the price, like, awesome guitar.
Is it still that cheap?
I think Sweetwater like $5.99. but I picked it up for $200, if even that.
Nice.
So, and I bought it used, but
Okay. I mean, it sounds great, and like even the like when I was messing around with it that one time, like the reverb on your amp and the delay, like it sounded good.
yeah, yeah. And I don't have any, pedals or any other.
No, but like if I was able to make the step into like having a nice electric guitar, then I would feel more comfortable like exploring pedals
Right.
and
Yeah,
all that kind of stuff. And that also like that gives me the ability to consider like live performances,
yeah,
which is good because like right now I just have that cheap electric, which I would never play live because it hardly works, and then
Yeah.
the hand-me-down acoustic from the sisters,
right.
which I still use.
Yeah,
Still sounds great, and I can, like I said, I like to let the strings sit on there and kind of like get that dead, brittle sound.
yeah,
Give it some deeper texture.
right.
But like, I would love to get an electro acoustic.
Mm.
Like what Winston plugs
Yeah.
in at church.
Yeah,
But like, I struggle with it because it's not something that pays the bills.
yeah,
Whereas like when I consider an upgrade to my computer, I can justify it because like, oh, it'll help me edit photos faster, right?
yeah,
Like I got a new graphics card this year, and it's like I justify it because
Yeah.
my old one was old enough that like this upgrade speeds up my process and
Yeah.
makes me work less.
that makes sense.
Whereas like sinking money into music gear, it's like that's a hobby right now.
Yeah,
I'd like it to not be a hobby, but
yeah, I get it.
when are you gonna do a band?
A band?
Yeah,
They were
Being in a
close.
band?
you were close.
You guys were doing little jam sessions.
Yeah,
and-
I think it was part of the struggle was just getting time together, and then Brett also moved too.
Your
so-
your current friend group here in town,
yeah.
what do they all play? / what can they do? Because
Bo,
you just do drums, right?
yeah, I just do drums. Bo can kind of do everything. He does drums. I think he can do bass and guitar, and then obviously vocals, and then I think some piano. Miguel can do piano, and I think he's dabbled in some bass and drums. And then Aiden also dabbled in a little bit of bass, and he also knows drums. But that's kind of it, though. So I don't know. I think a band would be kind of cool, but it's also like a lot of commitment, though. Like it'd be kind of cool to be in a band, but it's also like you got to do a lot of it. I don't know. So I don't know if I'm like super committed to that.
Just
but-
have to stick with the praise and worship band at church.
Yeah, I guess, but that's like kind of like a part-time thing. I don't know. It's just like I kind
At
of
least
help
keeps
out.
your hands warm a little bit.
Yeah, at least I'm just still pretty like proficient, you know.
I
Definitely
think
not great though.
I think like when you consider like the bands that came together and have stayed together, like Coldplay, Radiohead, REM, U2, like same 4-piece for decades. It's like they came together respecting music enough and were willing to give enough like sway to the other band members. And also like when you have every band member having like a good musical barometer for what's good and what's bad. Because I think if you have a band member that consistently brings something to the table that everyone else thinks is bad,
Yeah.
then you have like disorder and that's how things fall apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas when you get that 4-piece where everyone just clicks, they're able to make good, successful stuff year after year and stay together and almost become like family.
Yeah.
And that seems to be kind of rare.
Okay.
So it's like, if I were to ever join a band or create a band or anything like that, like, I would want to know from the outset, like, to get a sense of like everyone who, every member who plays different things, like what they like and what they bring to the table. Because like if they don't click with other people, it's almost not worth
Yeah.
going through the headache of, because you hear like horror stories of recording albums and like people not getting along and butting heads, and that doesn't sound worth it to me.
No.
Yeah.
So I guess we have to start a band.
I guess so. I mean, I think it'd be fun. I think we just, Yeah, part of the issue was Brett moving away because Brett was on the guitar and then Bo was on bass and I was on drums, which was kind of easy. But Brett moved away, which was kind of hard. But then it was also just like kind of what we wanted to play. Like I think part of us bit off a little bit more than we could chew, but then we just didn't practice a lot, so that was the one thing. But I don't know. I think it'd be kind of fun though.
You guys know about the Violet Femmes?
I do.
Have you heard Kiss Off?
I think yes.
Yeah. So, they're what you'd call they are what you would call folk punk, and they originated in like I don't know Milwaukee or something like some
Milwaukee.
yeah like Wisconsin or something, and it was devout Baptist guy, young like 17, 18-year-old guy doing lyrics and guitar. Atheist guy doing acoustic bass, and then a drummer who would often just do like the what are they called, the brushes, the like snare brushes on like when they played live he would just use snare brushes on like a grill, like a portable little grill. That would be the percussion is a grill.
Strange.
Yeah. But like you listen to like Kiss Off and like that's all it is like acoustic guitar, acoustic bass, and like snare brushes on like a snare or a grill. Weird. And then like his vocals. And it's like one of the most badass songs from the 80s, yeah. So like part of making a band is also like figuring out like how many components you have / want to use.
Yeah.
Because like Radiohead is a 5-piece.
Mm-hmm.
They have 2 guitarists, plus Tom sometimes, if you count that, and then bass and drums. So, like, and then sometimes you have a 3-piece.
Yeah.
And so like the dynamic, and sometimes it's just a duo. Like Beach House is 2 people. So like there's the dynamic and how much any one person can do goes into your sound.
Yeah.
So like you have to consider that when you're like, because I think people are just like, oh, I want to make a band because I want to be able to perform live in front of people because that sounds exciting to me.
Yeah.
And they don't think about like, how should the band sound?
Yeah.
Like given what we have, what should we do with what we have, with our skill set and tools? And I don't think enough people talk about that when they make bands. They're just like, let's get together and play stuff because it's fun, and then we don't play anymore because we were never good and never tried to be good. So
I think
but like that'd be so fun.
Yeah.
Play with other people.
I guess like I like playing for the worship team. It's kind of fun to play live. It's definitely kind of nervous sometimes, but like it also would be kind of fun to play live, playing songs you like to play. Yeah. Like there's nothing wrong with worship songs, but it's their worship songs, you know. They can only be so good, you know.
They serve a function.
Yeah. And I think there's like really cool parts about that. But I'm like, kind of cool to play like a cover of a song that I really like, or play an original song that I like playing and stuff. Like that'd be really cool. And live would be really sick, but also just like with a cool band, it's just I don't know.
So I have to make a band with my nephew and his friends.
Right.
Pretty much.
That's what I have to do?
Pretty much.
Man,
And Dominic on the keys.
that'd be great.
Plays the keys.
Could you imagine, like, halfway through the song, he just has, like, a nice, like, soul R&B,
Oh my gosh.
like, electric piano solo?
That'd be awesome.
No, he doesn't have time for this, so he doesn't have time for
No.
that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Once he's 60, he can join our band.
Yes.
Once
exactly.
we're on the road, he can join our, year-long tour. Which Coldplay actually figured out a good methodology for this, because like they've grown to be such a huge worldwide thing that they tour globally. And so what they do is when they go on tour, they extend it, but then put in like a month break
Oh yeah.
here and there. So it's like we'll be gone for 2 months, but then we're back home for a month.
Interesting. And a month is a long time.
Yeah. So it's like it that's worked for them, because like when you have to do a global tour, you don't see your family for like a year.
Right.
You're just gone.
Or you just bring your family with you, but that's
Some people do that.
expensive. Yeah.
But that's also like that's hard on kids.
Yeah.
like traveling from place to place and getting no education and all
Right.
that.
You could homeschool, but I mean, really, you're touring.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not
So
very-
so
very-
they sparse it out like that, and it's made their albums come out slower, but also like they're getting like to the age where like they've said that they want to like really slow down their like music creation because they've made like 8 albums.
Are they not? I thought they were not making any more albums.
They're getting close to being done.
Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
thought. Because I thought, from what I originally heard, I thought they were on their last tour ever, which I was like, what?
I
But-
know for a while they said they wanted to make like a self-titled final album.
Yeah.
And then anything else they came out with would be like singles or EPs.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then they just kind of tour from there. So I'd be so sick to go to a Coldplay concert. They're probably some of the most expensive concerts to go to.
Just don't go there with your...
Yes. Oh, full circle. This is what we were talking about at the beginning. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Oh, what do we got here? Oh,
It's funny, like, because Chris had said, like, right after they showed that, he's like, I hope I didn't do anything bad.
yeah.
And I'm like, dude, no, you did the right thing.
Yeah.
It's like, are you not supposed to be here? Are you having an affair?
I know. It's like, don't be in a public setting like
Yeah,
that.
it's like if you're that dumb.
Also, like, if they had just played it cool,
Yeah.
Yep.
no one would have known.
No one would have known.
No.
No one would have
As
seen
soon as
it.
I saw it happen, I'm like, they
Yeah.
should have just acted normal.
Yeah.
Would have been fine.
Yeah, I don't think
It's
anybody
still
was
not
like,
fine, but
They got what
They
was
got their
coming to them.
comeuppance.
That's right.
so dumb.
yeah. Like, I bet it, like, whoever was recording it probably wouldn't have posted it, or they did, and nobody would have
And
seen
someone
it.
else from HR standing there. It's like, what are you guys doing?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's like an HR nightmare.
It really is.
Is it wrap up time?
It might be.
I think so.
I have to hit Sam's before going
Sam's,
home. So, but hey, I was worried that without Dom here, we wouldn't have anything to talk about. But
We're gonna have hours in.
7 months, it builds up, right?
It does. Well, we definitely need to. I think the next couple of months, because this is like we're going into some really good weather, good time of year. Like fall, I
Yes.
think is my favorite time to do these anyway.
Cooling off a little bit.
Yeah, maybe we could do one towards the end of September and then endish of October.
That'd be
our
good.
Halloween
Halloween.
special.
Well, you deck out the decorations
We do,
for Halloween.
and we will.
Yes.
So we all need to bring, like, when we do anything in October, we need to prepare to bring like spooky stories.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can be better.
We all
prepared for that.
bring like one story or something.
Yeah.
I like that.
Because we read some Poe, which is good, and we can do that again. But I like the idea of people like sharing some kind of. Speaking of violent femmes,
There you go.
people bringing spooky stuff is nice.
I think we were thinking like Fridays work the best for me. Actually, I don't have any classes on Fridays. Usually don't have the day off too from work, so Fridays are good for me.
Yeah.
We were also thinking of like rotating like cigar like buys. Like 1 week like I buy cigars for everyone, and then next week like Dad buys cigars, and then like you can just kind of
Which is why, like,
so not one person's like buying like
now that I
$40
can
in cigars.
afford it a bit better, that's why I was willing to
Yeah.
buy some cigars for you guys this time around.
So
Appreciate that.
We were just kind of thinking that just so that like not one person's buying like $40 in cigars every time.
And hey, it's up to us
yeah.
to have a pipe on hand.
Yes.
If we're not gonna foot the bill for a cigar.
Yes.
You know?
Exactly.
Because a pipe is so much cheaper,
It is.
and it's like if I didn't have a cigar, I'd just pull out my pipe.
Exactly.
I'd
Exactly.
do it.
And that's fair.
Yeah. So like if I came here and Greg was like, I don't have cigars, I'd be like, no problem.
I got a pipe.
No problem. We
Yeah.
have infinite tobacco.
I know, we have
that needs-
so much
that has been
tobacco.
aged for like 7 years.
So much tobacco.
Well, I've been trying to keep a few of the cheaper cigars in the humidor anyway, just for like backup.
The
just
Shady
in case.
Moose.
For the price?
Shady Moose.
Yeah,
Not bad.
I don't know if I found anything as good for cheaper.
Yeah, that's.
Again, haven't perused like you said
Yeah.
you should, but
And I've perused all the like $4 to $6 cigars for the most part, and Shady Moose is about the best, I'd say.
yeah,
Consistently, good draw, not
not acrid.
not too acrid. Yeah.
Yeah, if it feels like I'm pulling in, like if it feels like I'm sucking from like the exhaust of a car,
Yeah.
then I feel bad that I paid $3 for it.
Yeah, that's not good. Agreed. Yeah, that's not even worth $3.
No,
It's
no.
like, how about I just don't smoke that?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd rather have like a sweet black and mild
Agreed.
for $1 than smoke down this crap.